Hello, hello.
What it do?
I ain't scared of you, motherfucker.
Dig deeper. Episode 137.
137.
Shout out to Empress Regina G7. Grand Saturn's Day to the Dukes or Travis and to the guys and dolls in the chat with the ice freezing face.
Yeah,
it is cold as hell in Seattle.
Cold as hell.
I got down to 16 degrees last night. I've never experienced anything. If it get any lower, I would not be going outside. Let's just say that. The title is what TD Jakes told Travis in a private meeting in response to the Travis
George.
Jake from the power bottom of my heart, bro. Amen to the P. Diddy and you. Nigga is an agent of chaos. Damn, my message so hard it restarted time on the power bottom ass LOL. Shout out to Rosie
up, Rosie?
Smiles. How y'all doing?
How y'all good people doing? Another Saturday is upon us after another week. Hopefully had a stress-free week as possible as always. We're going to get to a lot of stuff today. It's funny because the last couple weeks, the church, particularly the black church,
On life support
has been on the docket a little bit more than usual.
They need to stay on the docket.
Not just amongst us, amongst a lot of platforms. You notice that they're doing a lot of content. People are speaking on the black church a lot recently.
Nigga, I work in the code. You a Frenchie.
Working the code in California? What's code there?
I don't know.
What's
From
code
6
to
p.m.
California?
to 6
Like 50,
a.m., bitch.
like 45 is like code there, ain't it?
You know, George is a delusional individual. It's 11 degrees here. What is the temperature in California?
Anyway, man, doing security. Yeah, we know that, Joy. How cold is it there, though, for you to be saying that's comparable to this?
Doing security and getting your ass whooped.
Anyway.
45 to 39 degrees. Nigga, that is not cold.
No, that is cold, but it ain't this cold.
That is not cold. That is great weather to go outside to. 45 to 39 degrees, that's not cold.
I think that's cold, too.
I hope it get back up to 45 to 39 degrees.
Yeah, from where we are now, yeah. Sending ops. All right, let's get straight into it.
Yeah, what's your employment place? So niggas can go smack you up. Walk out of the store and say, and what you gonna do about it?
Chump. All right, I didn't watch the was it the Golden Globes or the Oscars, wherever it was?
It was the Oscars.
Was it Golden Globes or Oscars?
It was the Oscars.
Oh, okay.
Damn, dude, read the title. Angela Bassett plants a kiss on Regina as she accepts her first Oscar, a national treasure.
When I saw this, it made me think immediately of Choke No Joke.
Why I gotta be gay? Yeah. Travis, if somebody's changing you. When I saw that, for me, I try to think. I said, what has Regina done in her career that she's had to sacrifice or do something to get to the level of winning an Oscar? And she's done nothing. She hasn't sacrificed any kids.
Are you talking about that type of sacrifice?
So at this point, she had to do something that was LGBTQ worthy to get an Oscar. They like, you go up there and you kiss Regina King, we'll give you this Oscar.
I don't think that's how it went.
Shit, that's a ritual that needed to be fulfilled that she hadn't done yet.
I don't think that's how it went. Angela Bassett plants kiss, as you already said the title. This is not just another award. It's a testament to my legacy, Bassett said on stage. Angela Bassett did her thing, and the Black Panther Wakanda Forever actor has bestowed with an honorary Oscar at the 14th Annual Governor's Award last night.
Honorary Oscar for me just means you ain't never gonna get no Oscar, so let's just go ahead and give it to her.
Well, hold on. Angela Bassett the one who got the Oscar.
It's honorary.
Yeah.
No, that's what I'm saying. You think they're gonna give you something for what did Monique get an Oscar winning?
Precious mama.
What did Halle Berry get an Oscar winning? Throwing it back on Bob Thornton. Billy Bob Thornton. What did Denzel get an Oscar award winning?
Actually, Denzel has 2 Oscars, don't he?
What did he get an Oscar winning, though?
He got an Oscar for another movie before he got it for Training Day.
What was the first one?
I forgot the name of it. Hold on. Let me see.
Everything they won an Oscar over was something that was not good. A good portrayal for black people.
He got one for Best Supporting Actor in 1988.
She like Obama winning the Nobel Peace Prize.
After bombing all those people. Oh,
Pretty
I'm
much.
sorry, y'all.
Now,
Go ahead.
an honorary Oscar is an extraordinary distinction and lifetime achievement, exceptional contribution to a state of motion picture and art science for outstanding service to the Academy.
Or to the Academy.
To the Academy. Outstanding service to the arts of science, meaning the Academy.
Well, the movie Denzel got a movie for he had an Oscar in 1989 for the movie Glory. So
That was not a bad.
It wasn't a bad movie. So he got that before
yeah.
Training Day.
But still.
Just saying.
It's like winning an honorary PhD for doing a graduation class speech at a university. Oh, like Stephen A. Smith.
We're going to get to him too.
The word honorary is fake. It ain't shit. Come on, dude. It's like the Lakers working a bubble ship.
Is there anything to come from them deciding to plant this kiss on Regina King?
You know what it was. It was a ritual. You had to do something gay in order to get this Oscar.
I don't think that's all it is, though.
What else is it?
You think a kiss mean that much to them?
Yes, a kiss means everything. It's promoting LGBTQ. What are you talking about?
Okay. I can go with some of that. I'm just saying Angela Bassett has done way more in her career for me to think that is what got her.
She didn't win for playing. What's Tina Turner and What's Love Got to Do with it? If she didn't win anything for that, she was never going to win anything else. What has she played that was just as good as What's Love Got to Do with it?
Yeah.
You saying Wakanda? She should have got an Oscar for being the queen of Wakanda. She should have got a fucking Oscar. Come on, dude. Let's get this shit together. They pushing that gay day training. Duke will go with some of that. Do you guys see the video of said kissing?
Well, let's go get it completely.
Tell them, Travis, what Duke going behind the closed doors. No, Duke ain't doing that behind closed doors.
George always throwing something on somebody. All right, let me.
Duke ain't doing that behind closed doors.
All right, let me just play it right quick. Hold on. Let me go to this.
I don't like it.
Oh man,
I don't like it, Angela. And I've been in love with you for years, and I don't like it.
What you mean?
You broke my heart.
Sorry,
Shit, he doing it in public. He not doing it in public. Yeah, Cat Williams type. What you say about Cat?
Oh, you talking about
You better watch your
now?
mouth when you talking about Cat, Cuba Gooding Jr.
I'm sorry, y'all. Hold on. There's video, but all of the video is people doing commentary over the
Reaction
kiss.
to it.
Yeah, so I don't want to hear that commentary.
Did not see it, Regina.
I'm gonna be honest. The picture said enough for me, honestly.
The Oscars is trash, and I don't watch trash type events.
So they were just little peck, apparently.
Yeah, it was like a peck on the cheek, to be quite honest
Cheek?
with you. It wasn't like she threw some tongue in it.
It wasn't the cheek.
Got a
but
puppet too, like Kwame Brown. Don't be fooled. All right, I ain't going outside today. Go along, get along, gang.
Y'all remember when Kwame Brown and
As above, so below.
y'all remember when Kwame Brown and the Black Authority went back and forth, and then Black Authority just kind of left it alone?
Regina said the steal of the kiss, in my humble opinion, is over exaggerated. That was a quick hit pick. Unlike Britney Spears and Madonna's French kiss. What about Christina Aguilera? She kissed her too. She just get forgotten. Wow.
But what do you think? I'm gonna bring it up again. Kwame and the Black Authority, and how that just kind of
True.
went away when they were going back and forth.
I think
So
what
quickly.
Regina is trying to say, I think what Regina is saying that it was a sisterly kiss. It wasn't
Sexual.
And I can agree with that, Regina. But still, this is the Oscars we're talking about. They always have some agenda that they're promoting.
Let me
But
just
she may be right.
move forward then. Speaking of Regina, they
hoes.
See Regina King become the first Black Congresswoman, Shirley Chisholm, in a Shirley first look.
So what are your thoughts about that?
Let me just get through this first paragraph for a second. Regina King is running for president in a biopic that's over 10 years in the making. The Oscar-winning actress is set to portray Shirley Chisholm, the first Black U.S. Congresswoman in the upcoming feature film. Shirley King has been attached to the project since 2012 and spent over a decade trying to get the movie greenlit. Only now is her dream finally coming true. On Tuesday, Netflix dropped our first look of King in 70s garb as the political trailblazer. Let me say this. We're going to get to the other side of it. I want to speak on the political and gender side of this first. Shirley Chisholm was one of the, not the first, but she was very necessary in the agenda to split the political goals of black men and black women. She was somebody who was very much pro separation of black women politically and economically so that they can be, quote unquote, not dependent upon black men.
I don't need no man. I'm a strong black woman.
Now, she's not the first to do it. As you know, many of these women that are held in high regard in our community.
Ain't I a woman?
Like Shirley, Sojourner Truth. You just, yeah. So a lot of these women kind of was pushing these certain political and social goals, and she was one of the first people to do it. So regardless of your opinion of her, that is just a fact.
True.
Now we get to the other side of this, which is the fact that she is Caribbean, and as far as we know, Regina King is Black American. And there's been a lot of dialogue the last couple of years of Black Americans not wanting foreigners to play Black American leaders.
True.
So it's hypocritical if you don't speak up and say something about this role as well.
It's not quite hypocritical in this instance. Let me read Regina's her comment. Shirley Chisholm was my childhood shero, and I didn't know until lately that she was an immigrant too.
Yeah.
I would say this.
Go ahead.
Yes, Regina could have greenlit the movie and been a producer on it, and then hired immigrant to play the role of Shirley Chisholm. But this is something that she developed.
Mm-hmm.
This is something that she did. So in this instance, I can't really be upset about her playing the role, since she is the one that has been trying to get this off the ground for 12 years.
We say we don't want people playing our leaders, our political leaders.
But Shirley Chisholm came off and tried to portray herself as a Black American. Did she not?
No, she never. Matter of fact, she's the one who had the quote where she said that she.
Peace to the guys and goddesses. I'm here. I'll try to filter my comments, but it's challenging.
What up, brilliant? But she's one of the people that had the quote that because she's not Black American, she's able to sit in a room with the white people and not get too emotional.
She did say that.
That she could, because she's not directly attached to the trauma of the Black American here in America.
So do you believe that Regina King should have just left this alone and let the immigrants make their own documentary on Shirley Chisholm? What
she do is her business. We just giving our opinion on it because we've spoken about, right? They got a new on what's the name of that History Channel? They have a new a docu-series coming out about Malcolm X and Martin Luther King, and Malcolm X's character is a foreigner. And people spoke about that when we had to speak about this.
Well, his mother was a foreigner.
But his father wasn't.
But his mother was a foreigner. So we can't be quite upset when there's a foreigner playing the role of Malcolm X when he's half tethered.
But you can't say that because Malcolm X himself viewed himself as a Black American.
I don't give a damn what he viewed himself as. It is what he is, what he is.
Malcolm X had many speeches and debates where he literally pointed out, I'm Black American. He even pointed out that the Caribbean, the African, does not have to deal with the same things as a Black American in America. He said that, Malcolm X. When he was talking about the Puerto Ricans and the Dominicans and the Cubans and the Jamaican, he said that they don't have to deal politically and socially with the same things that a Black American has to deal with in America.
That's true, but he's half Black American.
But his entire culture, his upbringing was Black American.
Well, they can say the same thing.
Who? Shirley Chisholm? She's not. She identified as a Caribbean.
Immigrants who have been here, who were born here, can identify as living a Black American
but one of his
life.
He's
half tethered.
I don't know.
We can't get over that fact. So I know you want to claim him, but
ain't no claim. He is yours. What you mean?
Brilliant. Yeah, right. Stop fronting and take another sip. We got to go back and review all these movements that was claiming to promote the culture, but turns it was an ops to divide us.
I had the same heartbreak when I looked up the Panthers. When we looked up the Panthers, it broke my heart to find out what they really were about. But truth is true. Go ahead.
LOL. GW and think responsibly. George is important in ops. Regina is important in ops and such dudes. Yep, at George. Malcolm was Black and for Black.
By Black.
And Travis will tell you he too Black. Just gone because the title bit. a black. Travis is running areas to his white zaddy.
All right, George. Go ahead.
I want to see no documentaries that happened in the 70s, 90s, more drama.
Yeah, I agree. Although, I mean, when you talk about your leaders, you probably you could tell you don't have to tell the tragic side. You can tell the upliftment side of it, but
So are you okay?
yeah, it's unfortunate. What?
He said Malcolm was for black, right?
Yeah.
So George agrees that the immigrants are not black as well. They don't fall into
That's
that
not what he's saying.
category.
That's not what
That
he's
is what he's saying.
He
If
said
he's
for
saying
black,
Malcolm
by
was black,
He said he was black and for black and by black, as in he's from black people, for black people, and he was a black person.
they don't excuse the fact that his mother was not from the
right.
United States of America.
Okay.
What they got to do with what?
Let me go ahead and show a little bit of this trailer. Can't show much because they will probably make me flag it anyway. But
Oh, you mean take it out after this
yeah, probably.
is done?
I am the candidate of the people of America.
I'm gonna say this: Netflix is getting a lot of these movies on their platform as well. Most of these movies not hit movie.
Nothing hits movie theaters anymore. Malcolm can get reparations.
Yeah.
Okay, give him your part of your reparations, George.
So his family not Black American?
Who?
Malcolm X.
Father side?
No, his children.
Oh, his wife?
His children with his wife. Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
Fuck you, Travis, with your non-supportive FUBU won't be buying ass. You go buy the shit.
You go buy it.
You go buy it.
All right. Don Lemon announces comeback, new show on X.
Don squeeze a lemon. Hey, he's squeezing this lemon. He make a lemonade out of X.
It's lemon.
Why did they I have bitch.
Isn't it lemon?
Show the proof.
Isn't it lemon? It's not lemon, is it?
Lemon.
Is he from South Carolina, right?
He's from Louisiana.
So
He's a
lemon.
Frenchie like George.
Anyway, Don Lemon announced he's coming back, new show on X. He took a little sabbatical before he decided to come back. Remember, Elon invited him to come on X last year with what's his name? What's the white dude's name who went on there?
What white dude?
The one who went on X, left Fox News.
Oh, Tucker Carlson.
Tucker Carlson, yeah. So now he's following and going over there.
Yeah.
Remember, got Alex Jones back as well.
That's on YouTube.
No, he's on X.
Oh, he's on Twitter. He's on X?
Yeah.
Why did they have to say X,
Formerly
known
X,
as Twitter? Why did they have to do that? Just call it X. People know what the fuck it is now.
Twitter was a brand. It's kind of hard to just move away from
Yeah,
it.
it could be moved past. Cat Williams' interview did more numbers than Dick Face Dave's stand-up. Duke, that's Duke boy.
Why you keep doing that? Dave is not my boy.
Oh, sorry. That's your brother.
There you go.
Is that better?
Ain't that cat interview at like 45 million, 47 million now?
All I know is Shannon done threw up 50 fucking clips.
And no hate, because we did a little segment on it.
One clip went up.
One clip.
One.
But hey, people been eating off that interview for the last, 11 days now?
Umar give you the views.
Umar consistent. Umar is consistent.
Yeah, Umar gonna give you some views.
But anyway, this right here, what do you think about him getting fired and moving to X?
You
think
know,
I only brought this story up to say, do you think that's going to lead to more political commentators directly linking themselves
well,
to
they
X?
say that they're allowed to speak freely on X and not be censored. You know, if Don want to call a bitch a hoe, be misogynistic, then he won't get pushback on X.
What I'm saying is because Tucker didn't go to YouTube.
He went to X.
He went to X. Don Lemon didn't go to YouTube. He didn't go
because you're censored on YouTube.
That's my point. So how many people are now going to look at X as an opportunity?
Well, Elon Musk has to feel that you're worthy.
No, I think anybody can do it. It's just he wants the big names to sell, obviously.
If you ain't a big name, I don't think he really wants you on there.
No, you can do it. We could do it if we wanted to. You can go live on Twitter or X. You can go live.
Sorry, guys, but it's looking like the illegals are getting the reparations while black folks is getting committees to study the wide reparations. Thank you, Regina. I've been saying, why do we keep doing these study? But you have people like Duke who says that, there needs to be a study in every state.
It's necessary.
Honorable Sienna says there needs to be a study in every state.
Why you just throwing her? She's not in here. Why you
she said the same thing. I'll talk her up. The unbiased Honorable CM.
Okay. All right. Let me get to this right quick. We decided to talk about later into the process of putting these stories together.
Fuck Stephen A. Smith.
ESPN, Stephen A. Smith, I can't talk right. I'm sorry. I can't say
Hitting
the word.
the like button is free.
I can't say the word.
Mercilessly. Mercilessly.
You see it? It's getting you in.
Mercil. Leave me alone.
Mercilessly.
Mercilessly.
Not until we can read.
Leslie.
Okay.
Here,
what up,
shout
Mr.
out to
Man?
Mystery Man. Here in Boston, we have to open our home to the illegals.
Well, we're going to get to that later on.
Hey, you got to get to Aurora.
Stephen A. Smith blasts Jason Whitlock during 40-minute rant. Let me just play some of this rant.
Talking about shit.
And he really wasn't. But let me play some of this rant. Of him
Fatty Locks took him out of here.
Fatty Locks. Why can't I find a video now?
But I'm a feminist activist agent with ass. She's white as fuck and studies fuck undercover bunnies. Don't bring up Honorable Travis. You know she is a hot button trigger for this crowd. Lord. Dishonorable is another fucking Umar. Leave dishonorable.
Dishonorable?
What?
You just called it dishonorable.
Because that's what he's calling her.
Oh, so you acting like, okay.
I'm just going along with,
I'm sorry, y'all. For some reason, none of these videos are loading. Let me just.
For you with your overly disposed.
Lord. But yo, so Stephen A. Smith went in on Jason Whitlock. Going to play the video.
He
now.
did.
Allow this to be a reflection on my character because this is not how I act every day. But I mean it from my soul when I say this is the worst human being I've ever known.
Why do you always gotta put the ether beat behind something?
Worse than Jason Whitlock. He is a piece of shit. He's the dude that's gonna have a funeral and ain't gonna be no pallbearers.
Why is it seen as one of the most disrespectful things you can say to somebody? When you die, ain't nobody gonna come to your funeral.
I don't give a fuck if you come to my funeral or not. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna be burnt the fuck up.
Here's the funny part. Stephen A. Smith and Jason Whitlock, and I've watched both of their content at some points in their careers. They seem to align very much politically, socially. I don't understand why they are going back and forth. They both purport that they're pretty much conservatives. I don't get why they dissing each other.
He said before I said it, I can't stand either Stephen A. Smith nor Jason Whitlock. And I can't figure out which is worse. But that fat hit was lit. All I see is that fucked hairline.
Fucked hairline. But Stephen A. and Jason Whitlock are cut from the same cloth.
Stephen A. Smith is worse.
You think so?
He said, I wake up every day trying to figure out what.
He said, I wake up every morning trying to figure out how I can make my boss more money so that I can make more money.
Shit.
That's more so the individual, the capitalist corporate mindset, more so than a coon. That's a capitalist corporate mindset you got to have. If you're in corporate,
I do not wake up in the morning trying to figure out how I can make the corporation more money.
Well, people who are trying to move up into these big corporations, yes, you have to think about how to make this company more money so that I can get paid more. I think Jason is worse because he tries to push this idea that he's this Christian, evangelical, see no race type thing.
He might be.
But he wasn't that when he was writing back then.
How you know that to be true?
Well, he's the one who says that he goes out his way to try and hire black people. And it's like, well, you see race then.
Wait a minute. So because you try to go out your way to hire your own people, that makes you a hypocrite?
Yes.
How?
If you're a person who said you don't see race, you don't see race. Race is something that's talked about far too much in this country. It's something people lean on too much. He's about who you are, your integrity as an individual. But yet you said out your own mouth back then that you would brag that you hire black people, and it's like, well, then that goes against
for what he's saying and still support his people.
That's not that it goes against what he's saying. He says he don't have a people. He's a Christian. He's an American. Not his black is not part of his identity.
I don't remember him saying that.
He said this on his show when he had the pastor on there talking crazy, defending the quote unquote founding fathers having slaves.
I can't see none of Dishonorable's comments if she wasn't mentioning by Duke and Travis, I wouldn't know that white hole was here. That's a lie. You would know that white hole was here.
All right, let me finish.
Might be two people to show up. He's that dude. He is the absolute worst. And he lies. And he incriminates. And he
No
tries
current
to
rap
set
beefs.
people
Let's
up
start a
to
commentary
fail, to
and
big up
comedic
himself
beef.
if he can't do it on his own.
Yeah, the comedians and the commentators, the reporters are beefing right now. And it's funny how one person can start the entire energy of a year. That Cat Williams interview have everybody constantly referencing him when they about to say something disrespectful or quote unquote truthful. Like, I'm gonna be like, Cat, I'm gonna tell the truth. So now you got reporters going back and forth. More comedians are going back and forth.
Well, Cat was the inspiration.
Crazy.
Our people is oxymoron, considering all folks ain't kin folks.
There you go. Now, I'm gonna leave
Took
out
a
of
chunk
this.
out of somebody's ass.
The funny part about why this started was that Jason Whitlock went on his channel, the Blaze TV. I think the name is what's the name of his
Fearless
with Jason Whitlock. He made a whole video doing a review of his book, calling out what he figures are lies by Stephen A. about his basketball history, saying that he lied about playing basketball in college and high school, and that he's being put up by ESPN. Basically saying
He said
he's
he's a plant.
He said, just like Cat said, Kevin Hart is a plant, I believe Stephen A. Smith is a plant.
Well,
by
do you
ESPN.
not have a lot of people that are plants in this industry? He's Caribbean, which is strike one.
Well, the thing about it is, I believe that most reporters get their big break through an interview with a player. Stephen A. Smith, it was Allen Iverson. Well, what's the guy in the 90s name? I forgot his name. I'm sorry, I can't remember his name. The guy who did all the interviews with Michael Jordan. That was his connect. Right now, you would say somebody like Shannon Sharp, even though he doesn't have an interview with him, the person he's latched himself onto is LeBron James. Skip Bayless did the opposite. He decided to attach his name to somebody through hating them and constantly criticizing them. So every reporter, for the most part, has an in to get a job at ESPN or Fox or whatever. You got to have sources. And if your source is a popular player like a James Harden or a Kyrie Irving, like Stephen A. Smith has, then, or used to have at least, then you get a job. So yes, everybody who's a reporter is somewhat being planted to be propaganda for a player.
Jason Whitlock has children. The audacity of Stephen A. Smith. Duke here making a compelling argument regarding which is worse. So who is the field Negro and who is the house Negro? Shout out to Antonio.
What up?
Cowboys.
That too.
So who is the Negro and who is the house?
That's a tough one now.
You gonna say Jason?
Hold on, let
let
me answer it.
I know what you gonna
If
say
I had to
already.
say who's the house Negro between Stephen A. Smith and Jason Whitlock, I would say Stephen A. Smith because he's decided to follow the line to stay in corporate.
Okay.
Jason Whitlock was willing to say certain things and do certain things to get kicked out of corporate and have to be put on the outskirts. I think they're equally coonish. I'm sorry. But I think Jason would be somebody who at least somewhat stood on what he believed in some level, some principle that he had, and it cost him, the big bucks at the big company. So keep in mind, he started the show at Fox. He started the show at Fox, and they gave his show to a woman. And the Ocho dude, Emmanuel Ocho, that show he's on, Speak for Yourself, that belonged to Jason Whitlock
The scammer.
and Marcellus Wiley. He lost his. They took his show and gave it to somebody.
Benson or Jeffrey? I'm
That's a
going
good
with
one.
Jeffrey.
Good comparison.
I'm going with Jeffrey.
They're both the same though.
Shout out to Kiefer.
What up?
Kiefer, is it chilly outside? Is it 11 or 12 degrees where you at, Kiefer? The darkest one goes to the field. Well, that would be Jason.
Yeah, and I just said that. I said the
So-
field would be Jason, but I said because he at least stood on something, some principle he had.
Is that always true? The darkest one goes to the field?
No, that's a narrative push to create the light skin, dark skin thing, but Dan Lebatard and Jamel Hill confirmed details. I'm not gonna go too deep into the story. Jason Whitlock made a response saying that
Too cold. It was 12 this morning. It was fucking cold. I had on. I ain't gonna tell you how many layers. Of
What's that
clothes I
movie
had
where?
on.
What's that movie where when they walked into the room with the preacher and the air was cold, it was breathing cold?
A scary movie?
Exorcist.
Okay.
It felt like Exorcist outside.
Ha ha! Steven's literally Steven of
Django.
Django.
Django Unchained. Oh, he's the Samuel Jackson character. Yeah.
Yes,
He
pretty
said,
cold.
who that nigga on that nag?
Who that nigga on that nag?
Gotta get a heated blanket.
Damn right, I had one.
I just talked about this a few days ago. I said, what is up with everybody buying heated blankets?
Listen, it was so cold. I had to revert back to the old days.
Oh,
I had
Lord.
the heater on, the oven open, and a fucking heating blanket. I don't know how y'all do it in Chicago. I really don't know how y'all do it in Chicago, Boston, y'all Negroes. I don't know how you do it.
It's worth it. All right, let me get through this rest of the story. So, Jason Whitlock, he pointed out that he never wanted Stephen A. and Jamel Hill, none of them to write for him because they weren't worthy. They weren't good writers. That's why he had to go out and hire a white person because they weren't good enough. And he wasn't going to lower his standard because they were black. He said part of the reason why black people want to work for white people because the white people let you slack. Good for the Negro. I forgot who said that. Who said that originally? It might have been Malcolm X or somebody like that who said that. Good for the Negro, because y'all like working for white people because they don't hold you accountable. They let you just be slack and lazy. That's what he said.
Well, it's true. Black people are always late.
No, black people have our own clock in our mind, in our body. And
no, black people are always late. They're never on time, but I am the exception. I'm between 15 to 30 minutes early.
So you on time?
I'm
That's not
above
early.
time.
That's not early. That's on time.
30 minutes early is not on time.
30 minutes later is on time.
That's early. 15 minutes is on time.
Anyway.
30 is you're early.
Go ahead.
Blah, blah, blah.
The stove open. The stove open. It's cold as fuck.
You damn right it's cold.
Certain black people, Baptist folks, are always on time.
Well, I ain't a Baptist.
You grew up around them?
I may grow up around them. They don't make me one.
Are you calling her a liar because your whole family is Baptist?
Okay. Well, you know what? I don't go along with
your
everybody.
grandma, your aunts.
Carbon monoxide. Gonna have to wait
in the cold.
Travis is white. Well, George, I would love to see a DNA test from you.
All right. Jason Whitlock responds to limited Stephen A. Smith after ESPN called him fat bastard.
Fat bastard.
That's worse than a white supremacist. Now, that's the last part we're going to talk about.
Shout out to the Honorable Sienna.
Kiss ass.
The unbiased one.
Kiss ass.
The unbiased one.
Last thing we're going to comment on this story. Travis, what do you think about Stephen A. Smith saying that Jason Whitlock is worse than a white supremacist?
That was, I did not like that. I did not like that he said that. I don't think Jason Whitlock is worse than a white supremacist. Don't put those disparaging remarks on a black man.
Can I comment
especially
on that?
A fucking tether.
Can I comment on that? Don't we always
comment
say
on whatever you feel?
Don't we always say the worst person to betray you is your own? Didn't we always say when it's time to kick this shit up and get rid of all this stuff that's going on?
What did he do?
Wait. The first people we got to get rid of are the coon Negroes. Didn't we say the coon Negro is worse than a white supremacist?
I don't.
You never said that.
I don't find him to be a coon.
Oh. Look, yeah, your body wouldn't even let you keep that lie in your body. It wouldn't even let it happen. They wouldn't even let you keep that lie there.
Damn, the Most High.
Yeah. He said, boy, stop lying. All right, go ahead.
Nigga, be quiet. Travis tossing salads on that one.
All right.
Something you're very familiar with.
Loving this welcome.
Glad you appreciate it.
Yeah, ass kissing. That's what it is.
Peace to the ladies on the chat. Now look at him.
Yeah, now he playing his game.
Peace, love, and soul train. Travis never belonged to us. Do you think I give a fuck about belonging to y'all? Stephen A. Smith said that.
Yes, he did. What he said was, as a black man. Let me finish.
Okay.
He said, as a black man in America, I never thought I'd say that. We always say the worst thing because of our history. The worst thing that we have to deal with is white supremacy. He said, but Jason Whitlock is worse than that.
The title is reserved for Tommy Sowell. Smooth that brilliantly flawed. Yeah, that's what a nigga was trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
Light skin shit.
Boy, Tommy Sowell.
Before we go into Kelly, Big Kelly.
Yeah, we gonna do that. Yeah, hold on.
Big Kelly gonna go in.
We gotta go into black church again.
This young man sitting next to me told me I was a migrant.
Oh.
Because I didn't know the song Swag Surf. Surf Swag, however you say it.
Let me interject here.
Go ahead and interject.
When I feel like we've talked about the song Swag Surfing on here before.
We talked about it last week for the first time.
Let me finish. I feel like we've talked about Swag Surfing before, and you never said you never heard that song.
We talked about it last week, and it was a blimp. It went over my head when you said it. I was like, I wasn't really,
So when Eastwood was saying how it's some Negro spiritual in a church song and all this stuff, you just didn't question it? Because I was agreeing with how important it is to especially Southern black music.
When that Negro said that, I thought that was off. but he's Atlanta, and they little
Did a little what?
church is different for them down there,
How they be shaking the tail feather. Go ahead.
shaking ass. So, but how did I become a migrant, sir? Because I don't know one song.
That song, especially where we're from, was a big deal. But you had already left.
I came
Let me
to
finish. You had already left before that song came out. And the fact you didn't hear that song told me you didn't hear a whole bunch of other music that
That's
was very
not
popular.
necessarily true.
And I finished amongst Black Americans, especially
Okay.
in the South,
Okay, keep going.
right? So if you don't know that song, and I say you are a musical migrant, I didn't say you were a Black migrant.
How you gonna take what I said, calling these Northerners and West Coasters and Midwesters, me calling they ass migrants to say that I'm a migrant? No, when I came to Seattle in 2008, I've told y'all I wasn't on YouTube. I didn't really watch
Here we
TV
go.
like that. So
The excuses.
there's some songs that I don't know.
There was television. BET was still around.
Mind you, I'm born in the 80s.
Go ahead.
So
man.
I don't listen to everything that this young buck next to me listens to.
All right, go ahead.
At Honorable Sienna, correct or incorrect, you can learn a lot from Thomas Sowell's perspective. I do, at least.
Thomas Sowell is somebody who, when he's right, it's common sense stuff, and everything else is just him,
Kiefer said that
saying what other side want to say.
Stephen A. Smith is the biggest ass kisser. Is that Lil Wayne? I had to Google it.
Regina don't know Swag Surfer? Oh, Lord.
ATL is the down low of the church. I can only learn to hate my people from so well. Nothing more. We have to stop this truth nonsense, and while everyone else hides their shame, such rituals in full effect. Sal has a very intelligent way of communicating. I appreciate his points of view. Travis was in the 90s and white. He might need to YouTube HBCU playlist to get a good understanding of the modern Negro spirituals. That ain't no fucking modern day Negro spirituals. Agreed, Kiefer. I just got black shame into watching the Boondocks.
Oh, he just...
Oh, be quiet. He talking about me. Be quiet.
Yeah, Thomas Sowell, the stuff that he's right about is common sense stuff when he talks about the economic stuff and some of the economic stuff at least. But I feel like a lot of stuff he say is or a bulk of the stuff he say is just for,
Shock value?
No, for the other side to, there's money on all sides.
That's true.
So
At Honorable Sienna, I look to everyone and all sides as a case study. I don't take sides anymore. Just learn the what, when, why, where, and how people get to their POV. What is POV?
well, like they said, there's always three sides. Yours, mine, and the truth.
NFL update. Texans 24, Browns 14 at halftime.
I ain't watched the NFL in a minute. But anyway, let's move forward.
Fake ass shit.
I ain't watched that.
Rigged ass shit. Point of view. Thank you, Regina. I told y'all. No, I don't.
Lord have
Tough
mercy.
out here for me.
All right, let me.
We're not going to Big Kelly?
Yeah, we are.
Okay.
I just gotta.
Big Kelly be wearing them heels too.
Here's the thing: a lot of people today lack common sense. Yeah, that's true, Keeper. Common sense ain't common no more. All right, Kelly Price says Sunday best judges cheated on their spouses. Called out disgusting gospel community.
When she called them hoes, I was like,
That ain't all she said. She said they cheated on their spouses and they were all having relations with boys or kids.
kids or
children.
boys. Now I thought that was quite.
She said boys or children. She separated that. So she's saying the homosexuality and
Now
pedophilia.
let who was on Sunday best? You had Erica.
Mm-hmm.
What's the other one? Tina. You had BB and CC Wine, which Duke has a strange fascination with. BB and
Fascination. That's not the
CC.
right word you just used.
What?
It's not a fascination.
You have a curiosity about their relationship,
Somewhat,
do you
yeah.
not?
Somewhat,
Which
yeah.
I don't understand why. And it was Kurt Franklin and Kelly Price, I believe. Fact. Travis is not about sports, so shut the fuck up, you LeBron fan. Kelly Price can't talk supporting LGBTQ concerts in her Yolanda Adams.
Yolanda Adams was there as well. I'm trying to find this.
Well, she gave her honors at the Black Honors Awards.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to find this picture that shows all the people that worked on the Sunday best while she was there. I don't know how far back it is though. I think it was early.
Everybody know.
Well, yeah, I guess you're right. People already know the name. So anyway, she came out and said this, and she went wild.
Ain't nobody responded to her yet, have they?
Well, it's the Cat Williams effect. You don't say nothing if you ain't got no way to.
If you ain't got no receipts.
You can't one up it. Leave it alone. All right. She said Kelly Price has opened up about her experiences interacting and touring with various gospel artists and preachers, calling some of them disgusting and despicable for how they carry themselves behind the scenes.
True.
She also claimed that her fellow Sunday best judges committed adultery or were even messing with kids. The R&B diva exploded with the claims after being tagged by an Instagram follower who wrote, "I'll be going to say, is this Sunday best judge gospel singer Kelly Price? Lord deliver. Yes, Lord deliver us from pastor hoes and pedophiles." He responded, according to the screenshot obtained by TGJ.
That nerve you have.
"I was the only artist judge on Sunday best that wasn't effing someone else's spouse, fornicating, or messing with kids and boys, but you have smoke for me?
Fuck out of here, you ignorant, church-going, brain-dead asshole. You can't get a loan to open a church unless you agree that Jesus is white and agree to Christian teachings."
Yes, it is. A 501c3. So that's what she had to say about the situation. What do you think about the attack?
I love it.
On the church.
I love it. Expose it, Kelly. You have a beautiful voice.
What they got to do with anything? Is she telling the truth?
I've heard nothing in the industry about you out here hoeing. You did do something like a year ago where was that you that fake disappeared to get attention?
Yes, it was her.
But you got to do what you got to do to make noise. And thick ankles, Kelly says she ain't coming out telling no names until she get paid because she got to go hide after she tell the names. So she said after she get paid, she'll tell the damn names.
So she's saying she need a bag first.
Kelly told her fans during a concert to kiss her ass. That's a lot of ass to kiss. What a role model. I seen TD Jakes on Aurora Avenue. What was he doing on Aurora Avenue? Now I ain't seen no. I seen women on Aurora.
I ain't seen no damn Negro on Aurora because they was looking for something. I'm being honest.
Travis is such a gumpy. What the fuck is that?
I don't know.
No, TD Jakes. I ain't seen TD Jakes' ugly ass.
George said Kelly look like she needs 10 breakfasts before she talk. Okay, George. All right.
Well, George, that was fucked up to say about Kelly.
Now hold on.
She's lost the weight before.
Last year, when that Christian Kids dude came out and said that somebody did something to him, he got clowned because he didn't say names. Are we gonna do the same thing to her?
Do what?
Last year, Kristen Key said something because he didn't say names.
No.
Wait, because he didn't say names, we were like, get up out of here.
No.
Are we gonna do this? She didn't say no names.
She said she'll tell you the names if you pay her. The Christian Keys dude didn't say, "I'll tell the names if y'all pay for me."
So she ain't no more righteous than the people that were committing those acts.
But she's being upfront and saying, "I'm not gonna come out and tell these names and ruin my business in the industry unless I get paid."
It's already ruined if you said this.
Says to who? Somebody a fucking.
So she's just as bad as the people that was doing stuff to kids. If you know somebody was doing something to kids and you ain't gonna say nothing unless you get paid, that make you a piece of shit, don't it?
Brilliantly, I'm disappointed. Kelly hasn't missed any meals.
You hear me? Doesn't it make you a piece of shit if you know somebody did something to a child? You don't say something?
Here you go.
She said it. I didn't.
Here you go.
She
Trying to
said
shame
kids.
me.
She said kids.
Here you go.
Forget the adulterers and stuff. The church, they all do that.
No, because it's not her story to tell. Yeah, Brittany, she gives concerts for meals. No, Christian Keys seems to like he was playing games. She's just speaking in general.
But she said something about children. Now you want money to tell us that kids were being abused?
Guilt us with the kids.
It's easy. It's the truth. The truth is never guilty. You can't feel guilty for telling the truth.
I agree. If Kelly knows somebody that was out here molesting children, she should come forth with those names. Now, the spouses and stuff, that's none of her business to be telling. That's not her business. But when it comes down to her knowing that kids was out here being done the way they were done, she definitely should speak out against that.
I disagree about the spouses thing either. You're supposed to be a pastor. You're supposed to be held to a standard. If you're doing that stuff, it needs to be revealed as well so you can be properly.
So now you Tasha K out here telling
people
business.
That ain't Tasha K. This is the church. This ain't just in public. No celebrity. These are people who's supposed to be leaders of a flock.
Listen to nobody spewing Christian ideology. The captain. Yes, she should.
This is nothing to do with Tasha K. This is about, you are a leader of a flock. You are a shepherd of the sheep. You can't be a wolf. You can't be a wolf up there acting like a sheep.
I bet Kelly Price has a log for the Little Debbie's Pastries website. That is fucked up, Mr. Man.
Hey,
That was fucked up.
big women need love too.
But Kelly Price is attractive though.
Go ahead.
She's an older woman. What was meant by children? It could be young adults.
No, she said boys and children.
She said kids and boys.
And she used the word pedophile. She said pedophile. So no, she's not talking
Did George call me a whore? I just noticed that.
She said, yes, Lord, deliver us some pastor hoes and pedophiles.
Kelly not going to die for a meal, so she shuts her mouth while she stuffs her face.
All right.
I cannot believe.
Let's move past the weight, please, guys. What is she saying?
You know what's crazy? They up here talking about big women and they done hit a couple. Are hitting a couple. See, this is shit I be talking about. Y'all sit up here talking about this big BBW and y'all be hitting them behind closed doors.
Yeah, you're wrong.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, she's pretty. Definitely no Lizzo. Damn, keep it.
She's a day late and $1 short.
All right. So Trevor's defending her not saying nothing without getting some money.
No, I'm not. Wow. That is not her business what people doing. When it comes to the kids, she should definitely speak out against that.
Yeah, I'm telling you, a pastor. You can't be in front of these people teaching these people about righteousness and sending true stuff, and you are here.
He can repent every time he sins. He can repent every time he sins.
I'm not a fisherman. I'm a fucking rancher.
We know you are.
Now, what you think about? Quick story. We're not gonna go into this too long. What do you think about Tory Hart going on tour with Kevin Hart?
I have no problem with that. She has not came out and said anything ill will towards her husband as far as the controversy, ex-husband, as far as the controversy surrounding him. She looks good. I think she looks good. Yeah, she's attractive to me. Lizzo's a hippo. Prove me wrong.
You don't think it's a bit strange to go on tour with your mortal enemy?
That's her mortal enemy, or that's just somebody that she feel
your rival
didn't do her the best, and she has no loyalty towards him. Correct?
I guess.
Tory Hart can go on tour with Cat Williams.
I have no problem with it. I think if you get an opportunity to be on a tour with somebody like Cat Williams, you take it.
She helped his career.
Yeah.
He ain't helping her, so hell, she got to do what she got to do. I hope one of the names she ends up exposing is Kim Burrell, who can sing, but her personality sucks. Kim Burrell was talking shit about what was going on in the church.
She was. She also talking shit about broke people. Remember the PPP loans? She was talking. That was crazy.
That was real. What she said though.
She was talking crazy.
She don't fuck with brokies. Hide the money, y'all.
I ain't got the quote.
There's broke people around with your broke ass.
Go ahead.
Jill Scott got the Breakfast Club song Q2.
Play repeat. 12.
Jill Scott is another beautiful BBW, by the way.
Just gotta get around.
12 play. Good for her. Kevin did her wrong for his strange face girlfriend. LOL. Oh, you mean light skin with the weird face?
Y'all gonna biracial. This is how you know it's viral when people start using your words.
He said, rule 1, never smash a woman you can live. Well, that's showing your weight class.
No, he's saying that he only get with bigger women. Or can't live. Oh, I'm sorry. Never mind.
You gotta live. Hey, that's more iron. You gotta pump.
You gotta lift more steel, homie.
Hey, big women need love too.
People said I'll go see them. Yeah, a lot of people gonna go see. A lot of petty people gonna go see as well. People like pettiness. So those people gonna go see. But
what's the name of that dude page that Melissa Ford goes to do her stretch workouts?
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Go look at them BBWs on there.
Yeah, they be stretching.
They take their whole damn limb and bring it up to the front. Got the other damn limb in the back. Yeah, y'all go look at it.
Have you here sweating, boy, like a whole in church,
like a whole in church, Lord. All that ass.
Temptation.
Yeah, Travis love fat girls that pretend to suck it on stage.
Well, people said, well,
no, I don't think she's pretending. I don't think Jill Scott is pretending. Well, I'm kind of petty. LOL. Travis got good taste in ham hocks.
The ex ballerina page, yeah.
Damn right. She saw it.
Yeah, she saw it. That was on Joe Budden Pie. The dude is actually a former ballerina. So that's why he has the, what's it called?
He know how to get them ham hocks scratched.
Yeah, he's definitely going through the women though.
We
know that.
They hold down the leg be in the air. A big ham hock in the air.
All right, go ahead.
I'm not sure Cat Williams will ever come back to Washington after his last show though.
You might not.
You know, you don't have good sets all the time. Some people are going through things and are just not in the best emotional state of mind. So
Yeah, everybody has a
Sometimes not
bad
the
show.
best.
Everybody has bad shows.
So we're not gonna hold Cat to that one bus. If I wanted pancake and biscuits, I go to Denny's, not a fatty. Yeah, unless it's a fat white woman.
That's
You
when
don't got a problem scratching them big pigs.
Well, that's when you're trying to get the rent paid. BBW heat in the winter and shade in the
You
summer.
damn right, Brinley.
All right, let's
Shit.
move on.
Cover me.
I have no problem with her going on tour. Hey, it's
That's
a
no
chance.
fat porn. Travis named fat porn. Named 5 fat porn stars. I'm waiting.
I have no problem with it. I think her going on tour is a good opportunity for her. And she's allegedly one of the people that was writing for Kevin in the beginning, so helping him write. I'm not going to say she
George,
writing
I'm a
for
righteous
him.
man. Maybe I don't watch porn, so no, I can't. Fat porn stars.
All right. Let Jess
Okay. And I don't. Think he like. She said, "Yeah, let me." Are we in the clear? Are we able to proceed?
I think we good.
Chop.
We seem to be good on our end.
Are we good? Getting better.
I think we good on our end. Everything seems to be smooth. Let us know if it's still going.
A lot was told and my screen froze. Maybe I don't watch porn. Okay.
Alma said, miss me with the bullshit.
Wow. See, I'm seeing that. She just keep it real. Did I delete that? Oh shit. Travis so desperate he will say anything. Let me just stop. Shout out to Shantae Shishay. The Shantae Shishay is in the building. All the way from the VA.
Let us know when it's good, y'all.
Now y'all gotta let us know when it's good.
Here comes the Struggle Studio.
Wow.
Hey, I'm being honest with y'all, man. Everything is good on our end.
Shout out to Tommy.
What up, Tommy?
Tommy got off his job. We good now. Tommy got off his job early today. Choppy fam, it's only buffering. It's only buffering when I spit the undisputed truth on Travis. Yeah, George, make it about yourself.
All right, we good now. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. It was good on our end the whole time. I got it open over here and it worked just fine. So
George is a histrionic individual. He seeks attention. He's so desperate for it.
look at that, bro. You ain't got no job, man.
Sassy Travis loved oatmeal cookies because old fat women taught his ass how to bake. That may be true. I was around some big arms. You ain't got no job,
wait,
man. Good now.
You must forgot. Oh, Lord, y'all complaining about these big women. Ain't nothing wrong with a little. I can't hear it.
You gotta do it.
I ain't got it. I'm sorry, y'all. Hold on. You can open back up.
Yeah, I gotta open back up. The moment of it, it's gone now.
What happened?
Big Mama, your arm.
Give me some butter, baby. You don't need butter, you need ice.
What's up, family? Shout out to Craig.
What up, Craig?
Council.
What up, Craig?
Like I said, undisputed truth, mofos.
All right, we back now. We can go now. We can go back. All right.
George, are you saying you wanna?
Wait, damn. All right, George. Lil Nas X. I'm not gonna read
He
it.
saw the little Nas X and he got, excited.
We're not gonna go into the video and all that stuff. We already know what he's about. I want to say that he's built his entire career off of trolling. enraged viewership to get hits. Why somebody keep making these same? He's making the same songs.
He's making the same songs about almost like religion.
Yeah. So this year he's into this. I'm just not interested in it at all. It's like, who cares at this point? George grew up around a lot of lead paint
Or crack pipe. Craig
loves-
Travis love old fat white hoes. No, that's what you like. Take one of the musky, creamy oatmeal cookies. Wow.
People say-
Trash people.
Keep said trash person. Wish he would just go away. Well, he can't go away because it's his way to make money. I told y'all 2 years
Don't they
ago.
taste good, Regina?
2 years ago, somebody came in our comments and said that was their cousin and that he was faking about being
You know
gay.
what?
All that stuff.
You know what? They taste like lard.
Give him some butter, baby. You don't need butter, you need ice.
The rapper shared his much hyped music video for J. Christ, taking the biblical title to the furthest extent. The clip opens with a series of celebrity lookalikes, ranging from Taylor Swift to Kanye West to moonwalking Michael Jackson, as they climb the stairwell to heaven. Upon arrival, they're greeted by the entrance of dragged up Lil Nas X, declaring he is willing to walk up to the club popping shit like his double man. Yeah, I don't-
Oatmeal cream pies be like that though.
But
Brilliant got sip on some Thunderbird. Wow, I ain't heard Thunderbird in a
Damn.
long time.
That sounds like some. What's the other?
George
Rose?
Travis got baking skills for real. Well, Regina, ever since George said that I was putting shit in the cookies, you ain't never placed no damn order.
George talking crazy. That was
Regina, like,
George, you
I
went
don't know
too far
what this
that day,
nigga gonna be
homie.
doing behind this.
You went too far, George.
Yeah, you know he did. You know he did. He went to the extreme vulgarness.
Yeah, that was crazy.
He went extreme as he can. See, that's a nigga that will fuck up your business and you got to sue his ass for defamation.
Let me ask you this question though, since we're gonna leave this little nice topic. We're gonna move on to something similar next. What do you think about hip hop and religion?
I
Because
think
we've
they
seen
kinda,
I'm sorry to interrupt. We've seen Nas dress up as Jesus Christ with the thorns. We've
That's
seen
true.
the baby do it. We've seen plenty of rappers dress
That's
up
true.
as Jesus Christ and make themselves the sacrificial lamb for some story they're telling in their song. So him doing it is not that much different, is it? It's just a sexual context that he's adding to it, or sexuality at
I
least.
can agree with that. I think Lil Nas, we know that Lil Nas X just does this for
Yeah.
attention.
Yeah.
I think he came into the industry with this persona and now he's leaning into it and this is where he has to stay because he chose to go the route of being a homosexual rapper. So that's what he has to do to get traction.
Jay-Z did it as well.
Hove.
Shantae
It's
showed
not
you.
hip hop. It's interesting how long Lil Nas X agenda is being played, considering other agendas have already been canceled. Had burned hip hop since the 90s.
Hadn't been hip hop since the 90s.
Had it been okay.
He's an industry plant.
He's an
Well, we know
industry
that
plant.
part. We know now, looking back at Old Town Road, that was all just propaganda. Remember the whole Old Town Road? The problem was they were saying that his song wasn't being allowed on the country charts,
and black people stuck up for him.
and they was like, "This is country music," and now we look, that wasn't country music.
Oh, now that y'all found out what the nigga is about, it's not country music no more.
I never said it was country music.
He's like Kevin Hart.
Do we still follow that Kevin Hart is a plant, by the way? Because I'm hearing stories that he did work his way up.
What'd he do?
Patrice, Corey Holcomb, they did see him out here riding the raggedy truck, and
Someone increased the font size on Travis' screen, please. Thanks. Well, you know what,
oh
Shantae?
wow, that's a shot.
You know what, Shantae? I could say something, but I'll save it for later. Because I got something for y'all. Relax. It's only 20 people in here. I got something for your asses. Why wasn't it country music?
Well, because when you listen on
Country music.
country music and that song Old Town Road, let's be honest, that wasn't country music. That was a hip hop pop record with some country elements to it, maybe. Now, if you want to say that it was all three, that it was a pop, hip hop, country music song, then okay. But you can't expect them to let that on their charts. Like, it's just not happening.
I think so. Regarding Kevin Hart, I've noticed often that he'll try to cut someone off who attempts to expose their ex with tiny hats.
Experience, yeah. There was an interview he did, and the woman was saying that you got to do stuff in the industry that you might not want to do, and he told her to shh. Don't say that.
Our country artist was on it.
So that's the remix. The remix had Cyrus on.
Billy Ray Cyrus.
Billy Ray Cyrus was on a remix.
It's not legit.
The original was not. And let's be honest, they do a better job at gatekeeping something they stole than we could do at gatekeeping something we created. They gatekeep stuff they stole. Oh wow!
I'm gonna take
Her advice.
This includes his co-host on his Sirius Radio program.
That's my Kevin Hart.
The meaning of Old Town Road was sexual. Country music equal black to me. If Taylor could pretend to be a country artist early in her career, I don't see the problem. She was really always a pop artist. She did pop country.
The difference is, well, like I said, they police who's allowed to be called country. We don't police who's allowed to be called anything that we do.
Taylor has some slaps though.
Country music doing rap numbers now because they changed their sound.
Lil Nas X is not George Strait.
You listen to a lot of
George
these,
Strait.
You listen to a lot of these country artists, these newer, younger ones. They have a lot of hip hop elements to their song. That's why it's getting more popular amongst the youth. But anyway, I want to show y'all some videos, some very strange.
Rednecks gotta have something. Country music.
They got what's it called? Hop hick or hick hop? Hick hop.
He's definitely Garth Brooks.
Look up hick hop. Anyway,
they you know, niggas do that though.
What?
Black people do that.
Do
Hick
what?
hop.
No, it's white people.
Black people do it too. We saw black artists.
I didn't say they don't do it too. I'm saying it's the white people who are known for doing it. They started that copying hip hop and country music. Let me show y'all this little video. So gender is no longer tied to a scientific designation of your gender, of your sex. It's how you feel now. Gender is now how you feel.
They've been pushing that for ever. Definitely not my bad. Fuck pedo education. Shaking my head. This is triggering. Hence why we homeschool. Protect the babies at all costs. Shaking my head.
Keep shaking my head.
Matter of fact, did you see that article where, I don't know if it was here in Washington State, where the teacher was teaching that something about being straight, stop promoting being straight or something in the school, he was saying?
I'm pretty sure they exist.
Homeschool. They're coming after your children.
Your gender, how you feel on the inside, doesn't always match the sex you were called.
Oh, look at the little nigger baby. That's Mystery Man. That ain't George.
What's wrong?
Was watching Rapunzel from the jump, adrenochrome and gold juice, her golden hair to keep the witch looking young. Shit real.
What happened?
I got it.
You can click up there. You got it.
Shit real. Homeschool.
And you know you're a girl inside, not a boy.
Then your sex and your gender don't match.
No, it just means you're confused. But anyway, enough of this. We see how
they was just making shit up.
They see how they go. Now I want to show this. So we've shown video in particular of little kids dancing to songs like Sexy Red. Once again, this is not new to kids dancing to inappropriate songs. That's not something that's new. But I want to show this right here because somebody said something watching this video, and I'm
Keep
asking
making
y'all
society
opinion
up.
of it. What do we say about kids rapping songs about violence? Because we know music is frequencies.
They're gonna go up and be violent.
Now, somebody made a
no.
When this was shown, I saw somebody say, "Y'all kids can't play with my kids." And this goes to a bigger topic of in the community. A lot of the reason
that was Pastor Darby.
No, I'm saying that somebody left on this video. A lot of the problems in our community is the lack of
not
trust.
The babies.
Is a lack of trust amongst us in our own communities because we don't know what the neighbor is teaching their kid, allowing them to listen to, allowing them to watch.
Because that is, as a community, we're not on one accord.
Exactly.
Everybody run their household different.
How they say now we truly aren't a monolith. We really are different culture in every household.
Ratchet, LOL. What environment are those children in? Stop policing every little thing.
We have to police our community.
They keep sacrificing the kids.
There's certain things, if you want to improve, you have to say no to certain things.
Well, this is what happened when what's being promoted for black people is being some sort of musician, athlete, no promotion of going to school, being a teacher, going into different types of, plumbing or getting a skilled trade anymore.
Skill, yeah.
It's all about being
entertainer,
attention-seeking person.
I don't agree with that. I think there's plenty of people that don't teach their kid to automatically go for entertainers.
We never was a monolith. That's a joke. They can play on the playground where I can supervise behavior.
And that's another thing. Do we even trust our neighbors to be around our kids without us being around?
I blame the parents. Let's not overthink this.
And that's the part. That's why I'm pointing out the parents. I'm talking about the household, the parents. The kid is only going to do what their parents allow. So let me show.
This generation is strung out on clout.
Now, when I first saw this, I immediately thought of ballerina class, and there's nothing wrong with that. They teach the kids. It's a form of a sport for girls. They're allowed to. They got the ballerina now out here helping women learn stretching and stuff.
It's dancing. It's considered art. It's visual art.
But what do you think about little girls using dance poles to learn stuff? I'm not going to show the video.
I think that's a little extreme.
I'm going to scroll through.
It's like you almost getting them ready for the pole. Cuties 2.0. No. I don't think they should have. I don't think they should. It's not even a think. They should not have that. No. The parents of these kids have drug and alcohol addiction. Parents, we missed up generations back. I know all of my kids' friends' parents. We are all very close. We have to be involved. This the end. Aren't gymnastics using poles?
Not these type of poles, no. They use bars.
They use bars. Oh, hell no. The parents have to parent their children. My daughter attends gymnastics. This is pervasive. Perverse.
Yeah, perverse. This is not something. This is not just girls. There's boys in here as well. Is there a line? Is there a line that this society won't cross?
He said, "Fuck, this is so wrong. Even drug parents have more sense in the 80s and 90s."
Look, they all smiling.
Yeah, this is crazy.
You have little children learning to dance on a pole or twirl around on a pole.
This is not okay. No,
this is not gymnastics. This is not ballerina. This is not that.
I think this will make them sexual.
But let me ask this question: are we over exaggerating to kids doing something when they don't know what this is used for?
No,
really.
You have to protect them at all costs. Don't even put them in an environment that will get them in the mind state of no. Parents aren't parents anymore. They're friends. That's true. Why I moved away from the city. My heart is bleeding and I'm heartless. Yes, you are a heartless motherfucker.
Black heart. All right. Let me show this video of Bernie Mac and the awkward situation that came from it.
Real steady.
On the lap, you're sitting.
Now, this is the Bernie Mac show.
Hypersexual. Hypersexualized.
Now look. Junior, this is the Bernie Mac show. He sat next to Bernie Mac. This is part of a promotion for the show. Junior sat next to Bernie Mac, and the woman immediately tells him to sit on his lap and watch Bernie Mac's reaction.
Hell no. Get your big ass off of me.
No.
Abby, isn't Jeremy on the other side? Where am I? I'm going to show you. Ow! All right.
Why would the
No.
parents let the internet and devices raise the kids? Bernie refused. He had it right.
You see that?
No. Don't sit on my damn lap.
Why are you? She did it twice. She tried to get him to sit on this side.
Was it a black woman?
No, it's that woman.
Oh.
Right here. This woman, I don't know if she's white.
Is she shaking her head, getting upset?
Mexican.
LOL. The look on Bernie's face, LOL.
And she might be thinking he's being difficult.
She is.
And Bernie Mac did have a little struggle.
He didn't want that image.
That's the bigger
Because they
part.
would come back. Bernie had kids sitting on his lap.
He'd be in one of those videos with that ominous music playing in the background when they talk about the Illuminati.
Nobody is more sexualized than the church children who are under heavy supervision. He was sent to do that. The only difference now versus 80s, 90s is social media. Stuff they've always been hyping per generation. Now it's televised daily.
I think it's a little bit more developed because of the internet, and they have so much access to stuff that it definitely seems to be a bigger problem.
Esque.
She did look at him right here or walk away like she was just fed up with him. Watch.
Oh, that's a Spanish. That's a Hispanic.
Yeah, shout out Bernie.
Get that Mexican hoe off the set.
And then since we're talking about the culture and stuff, there's
I love this list.
Alleged viral
Good for
list
that teacher.
that's happening for a teacher where they said that the words they won't allow in their classroom. Now, I don't know if this list is real. A lot of this stuff is fake, we know. But I'm gonna show this list of this teacher that they made saying that what they won't allow. You see here, it said the words sayings are prohibited in my classroom. If you are caught using these words, you will write a short essay explaining why you chose to use these words in an academic setting to express yourselves. There are many ways to articulate what you need to say without using slang. Please know that using slang in an academic setting can diminish your capability to become a successful writer. More often than not, the way you speak is the way you will write. The gibberish some of you choose to use is improper English and sometimes inappropriate for an academic setting. This is an educational institution, and you will carry yourself as scholars in my classroom.
And she said it perfectly. I love the term scholars she used.
Now, before we go into the list, remember when she brought up writing, when Dr. Umar Johnson was on the Joe Budden podcast, and he said there's plenty of other places, he pointed out that when you do the IQ test for students, the students have no problem with the cognitive ability, comprehension and stuff. It's the writing comprehension they have a problem with because they speak differently in their households. So when a black person isn't, you hear me? So when a black person's in the household with their mom and dad and cousins, they talk a certain way because Ebonics.
Mm-hmm.
So that when you go to school, you don't hear it that way. So you might become a little bit more confused when you read things because they're not saying it the way your mom and your daddy said. That's why the first time you went to school as a black kid and you say something, my mama said it's like this, or my daddy said it's like this.
I think she was just going about it how to train them to speak in a professional setting.
Well, she's talking about being a writer as well.
True. Even in a professional setting, you can't say these terms that they're choosing to use. I don't support ban on censorship. This could have been a switch code teaching moment about when to use slang and its equivalent to business language.
I agree with Regina completely. I don't know if it was a black woman. When I read it, I did think it was a black woman the way she said it.
Was this a black woman? Bruh, bet. Shout out to
On Code.
On Code. Go check out On Code 24/7, his YouTube channel. Salute family. Hit that like button. On my mama, it is a staple in the black community.
Yeah, on my mama. So this is the words she said you can't say.
You can stand on business though.
Look, she said you can't say bruh, stand on business, ooh-wee, ski ye, you ate that up, that's cap. What's up, gang?
Keep that same energy when using pronouns them they. I agree.
Hold on. Bet, oh my God, Miss T. Oh, on God, on my mama. Now that's come on my mama.
God.
Yeah, get.
Is it God or get?
I don't know.
Is it get or God?
God damn. On my dead mom, dad, aunt, cousin, whatever. On my dead homies, Riz. That's
what is Riz?
I guess swag.
Okay.
What's up, G Wade? I don't know what that is. In the cup with my twin. I don't know. Just vibe. Gat. On bro. On hood. Gang. What nigga.
She put an exclamation.
She put an exclamation.
I love it.
She put an exclamation on the
Facts,
nigga.
Keith, I had no problem with speaking in pronunciation. Don't limit your vocabulary. Agreed. Brilliantly flawed.
This is on me, on the set. Some of these words are more gang related. I agree with you removing them. Freak you mean, or F you mean, period, money. So y'all get the point.
Well, you just have to go too damn far.
Right.
This reminds me of the time when white teachers in California tried to create classes for black boys around AAVE, similar to John English speaking classes. And Jesse Jackson and Maya Angelou used the platforms to shoot it down. I'm not reading the next comment. He just got to go too damn far. No, that was not on that lady's list. Because children not coming in the classroom saying that shit.
So do you support most of these things? Most of the things you see are stuff you would hear from the black students. What do you think?
So she's targeting the black students?
No, I'm just saying. What do you think about her telling them you can't use these words?
Yeah, I agree. They shouldn't use it. And she said the list is subject to change, which means if you come in here with some new slang, I'm adding the shit onto the list.
On my mama?
It shouldn't. Don't talk about your mama.
So in a conversation with a classmate, but I can't.
Then don't people be saying that niggas be out here lying on their mama?
Yeah, anytime you hear somebody say on my mama,
they lying.
I swear to God, they lying. They lying.
What do they make white kids not say? Well, the white kids are probably unfortunately saying the same things that the black kids are saying.
Well, the Riz word is white, ain't it? That Riz word is for white kids say that.
I said that from junior high to Jimmy High school.
I don't think this list is bad.
It's not terrible at all. What's wrong with her trying to elevate their vocabulary and prepare them for
There's a difference between elevating my
being a business-minded person.
There's a difference between elevating my vocabulary and put me more in a more scholarly environment versus literally banning words. You're limiting my vocabulary by telling me I can't
Shit,
use words.
teachers will ban you from wearing a coat in the classroom. Let's keep it a buck. Teachers conspired to do different things because they feel like if this is preventing this kid from having a learning curve, then I'm going to do something to step in to improve them and make it better. What's wrong with what she said?
I don't think you need to ban words.
Well,
I think part of being a great teacher is
white
the fact,
kids talk like that here. They do.
I think part of being a great teacher is your ability to, around this, use this to teach.
Oh, like ski. So with those teachers allowing ski in the classroom, that was great.
That's from a song. That's not used in language. That's a song that people are.
I don't think it should be promoted.
All right.
I actually invented the term Dime City and Dome City life. Great. We speak the language of our conquerors, English. Only indigenous people get banned, placed upon their cultural norms. Meanwhile, others rape, kill, and store children in underground tunnels.
Reds of charisma. Okay. Now I'm gonna answer this question right quick.
Bobby Herman ain't
Do
no
anybody
such
in
thing as morality.
Do anybody in America actually speak proper English? Because none of y'all speak King's English from England. There's plenty of words in the quote unquote American version of English that are French, German. This is not English words. If you speak American English, you're not speaking proper English. There's no such thing as proper English.
Dude,
there's formal settings of certain words, certain vocabulary used, but it's not proper English. It doesn't exist.
Don't try to move the goalpost.
Yeah, you know I'm right. All right.
You're not,
forward.
nigga, you ain't never right.
You can move forward.
You name your.
Well, this list should be strictly for the white kids that don't know what they're saying, too busy copying. Travis be like, hey guy, and totally dude. You'll never liberate yourself using the slave language Antointte Maddox. Speaking of tunnels,
it can't be a slave language of the people.
We're going to get to them tunnels,
we're gonna get to them
tunnels. Travis, thou art loose. The Germanic so-called English is a bastard language full of spells. They write over it before they write it.
Well, yeah, because when I think Regina has said it before. When you write a word out, you're spelling it. So the entire English language.
Shabbat.
I can make an argument. Language in general is just spells.
Luberidge.
So, all right. Let me play this video by y'all. Remember what's the dude name from Damon?
Oh, Honorable said, why should we speak their English? Why should we speak their English?
No, my point was people saying
while curating and doing it. What happened to curating and doing for ourselves?
My point is that if you say that in America that somebody's not speaking proper English, that's false. Because nobody in America will be speaking quote unquote proper English. The original English, which is quote unquote the King's English, is not spoken anywhere, really anywhere at this point. It's all broken English, quote unquote broken English at this point. All right, let me play this video right here.
All of them. You name your biggest black actors, you name your biggest white actors, you name your biggest female Latino actresses, they all have to do it. A blood oath. Now you bend over. Now every orifice that you have is going to be annihilated. All these guys, they take your humanity from you. You know how the feminist movement has categorized men. I think that what was his name? Samuels had the podcast. There was the women hated. Kevin Samuels.
Kevin Samuels, yes.
Kevin Samuels was eliminated because they didn't want to go back to that. They want these women ignorant and twerking. They want kids running around the street. If they don't pay the income tax, they put them in the penitentiary and they get their money out of them that way.
Now, it's funny what he said about how they didn't want to go back to the old way. Now, whether or not you believe that Kevin Samuels was liquidated or taken out, the point he made about them wanting to remove someone like him because they didn't want to go back to the old way is funny because we are in the time of the Mother Goddess. And certain principles cannot be pushed anymore. So it is what it is. He also talked about people having to bend over in the industry and stuff. So it is what it is.
I saw a white girl ask black people on Twitter, do we really say y'all in real life? Hilarious.
Yeah.
Yes, we do. The interview was better than Cats, in my opinion.
He was keeping it real. I didn't know he didn't get along with Red Fox like that.
The Uncle Shaka Dead, the Zulu is replaced by
not I'm sorry, not
We Gotta Bring Us Back. On the poll, they took down a video I did about Kevin Samuels and the heart attack gun.
Heart attack gun.
We talked about that.
Yeah.
CIA.
It's funny, the woman he allegedly was found with was a nurse, wasn't she?
Yeah, she was a Latino.
A Latina nurse?
Latino.
Allegedly.
I'm back, but there's not left. They gave because the people not present to receive. What's the point of the commentary where all the black men issues can be resolved by their partner just being white? Dicey.
Oh, Lord.
Meat facts related to cargo ships, water. They got the gun for real, for real.
Yeah, they do. Found out about it in the 80s.
Her credentials were not found.
Oh, they weren't? Okay, so they wasn't proving that she was a nurse. All right. All right. Let's move forward to another little story. Go ahead.
I seen a video for Kevin Samuels flashing Simba while stating an FBI sitting in a car. Weird shit going on. He might have been taken out.
No, his CIA FBI. His CIA FBI was acronyms for his groups of men and women who were quote unquote high value. I forgot what the acronyms mean, but yeah.
It showed it in action.
All right. Let me show this now. Jess Hilarious announced. Now, y'all remember back in December of last year, Jess Hilarious announced that she was going to be the permanent member of Breakfast Club. We thought that was it. Nothing else to talk about.
I think we talked about it 2 weeks ago.
I mean, we might have, but apparently,
Jess Hilarious is the new permanent.
Yeah, it was announced at some party.
She put that blonde wig on too soon.
All right, so you get her announcing that she has the permanent job, but then now they're saying it's not true, and the comedian Jess Hilarious out as new Breakfast Club co-host and said that she was no call, no show on her first day.
A Tuesday and Wednesday.
So apparently she didn't get the job, or she fired from the job, or
masculine women mascot.
Do people still watch? No, I don't.
Duke, he was utilizing Freemason hand signs. The infamous people are very interesting, to say the least.
Yeah, it's very, and also he was a part of he was a part of her fraternity.
Kappa.
He was a Kappa.
He was Kappa,
and he had a lot.
I'm kind of suspicious.
And before he died, he had a lot of relationships with the celebrities in Atlanta. We know Atlanta is a very close knit city where names get to be around names, and famous people want to be around famous people, and everybody. It's a game out there, so I'm not surprised.
Not a huge fan of Jess, but I would rather listen to her than Angela Yee, baseball mouth having ass. I said the same thing. Angela Yee was boring.
All right, now let me play what Charlemagne Tha God had to say about this this news, at least. Maybe I don't know if he knew it or not already.
Too bad Dr. Stephen Darby isn't around to help clear some of this up.
Yes. You don't know me. You know what I'm so confused by? We spent all last year rotating guest co-hosts, and I thought we was rotating guest co-hosts before we let God decide who was supposed to be in here. Now it's 2024. What happened?
So that's what he had to say. Now I'm gonna play the full clip. Let me play it.
You don't know me. You know what I'm so confused by? I'm gonna be another co-host. Well, but I can't take talking to you.
I can't take talking to you either. At first, it was gonna be a couple of months, right?
No, it never was gonna be a couple of months. That was y'all idea. I always said a year.
I thought it was going to be a couple of months.
That's why we don't like you for you to think.
I didn't want.
We told you this already.
I didn't want to do this for a year. I didn't want to do that. I don't want to just talk to you for a year.
I knew for a year. I was like a year. I said it's going to take at least a year. Because Angela Yee is what I always say. She's irreplaceable. You know what I mean? So it's like the person that's coming in here is not replacing anyone. If there's somebody coming in here, that's my whole point of having this conversation. What the hell happened?
You know everything. You tell me.
This one I'm confused by.
now you confused?
I don't know what the hell is happening, if anything is happening at all.
Yeah, I can't do this too much longer. Just me and you. This is starting to feel awkward.
What the hell's going on, man?
And you start looking in my eye, it just makes me feel nervous and uncomfortable.
I'm not doing that with you this year.
I'm not.
You're not doing that.
It's been 3 days and we haven't flirted one time, and I'm fine with it.
Yo.
They always go left. Go ahead.
Didn't that man have an ass made for him for his birthday?
Yeah.
I think she jumped a gun, and IHOP probably had to roll out plan for their pick.
Hold on. Pause for a second. I don't think she jumped the gun. I think she was told by Charlemagne to claim the position to force the company's hand to hire you.
And it ended up backfiring.
And when they didn't hire her, now he's like,
Trying
I'm
to clean it up.
confused. Yeah. I also believe this shows, and I don't want to keep bringing him up, but this kind of goes with the whole Joe Budden Charlemagne thing where Joe said, you don't own nothing. You don't even control who you sit next to every day. They decide who you're going to sit next to.
Yeah.
No matter how much you want Jess Hilarious and you Charlemagne Tha God and you want her, or do he not want Jess Hilarious and he's acting like he's confused about this?
No, I think he wants Jess Hilarious to be on the show. I think he needs to have a black woman, not an ambiguous, an actual black woman on a platform with him to clean up his image. He wants Jess Hilarious to be there.
But like I was saying, he don't have the influence. You can go back and read all of those you jumped over.
Black fraternity have done nothing for black folks since forever. If I'm wrong, enlighten me. I didn't take this seriously with Charlemagne saying that Angela Lee was irreplaceable, and we know that he hated the woman.
Yeah.
So this all seems like a strange act. Envy might be gone too. How are they still on the air? I don't know.
Well, they still are almost at the center of black media.
And he still gets those text messages. This is Char going against the system. Maybe the pressure them to finalize the deal. He's about to lose his job.
You're about to lose your job.
I think the same thing. He doesn't have the influence. Stick a fork.
Both of them, they done.
First time I've ever heard about a heart attack targeting. The apparatus was on the series Homeland.
First time I heard about it was on, first time I saw it on television was Snowfall.
Also, you mentioned Swahili, and here folks spell, here go a word.
She got you. But anyway, yeah, I don't know if it's because he don't have the influence to get her hired, or if he's playing dumb and he don't want to hire it, or if this was all a play. So I don't know, but it does prove a point that you're their mascot over there and you don't even control who you sit next to.
Algonquin. Okay, I got it. Algonquin. Maybe like Arby's, I want to know who is keeping the Breakfast Club in business. She secured the position for me by turning the Sexy Red interview around. He doesn't have to play dumb.
He doesn't have to. But public image says something when you got Charlemagne Tha God, who got a lot of baggage on him, is going out his way to say that he do or don't want this black woman to sit next to him, considering he just let go of this Angela Yee. Not he let her go, but
she chose to leave to better herself because she got her own show.
That's why she left.
Let me not jump the gun.
All right, another story. Black HBCU leader takes her own life after alleging university president caused her harm and mental damage. Calls to remove Lincoln University President John Mosley intensified after a university leader, Dr. Antoinette Candia-Bailey, outlined harm she says led to her death by suicide. We ain't gotta read the story. What do you see from this story?
Well, there's
other than the obvious part,
the fact that she committed suicide because she's saying that she was being bullied
by her staff
and the university president. The thing I found strange was there's a white man as a president.
Lord. This is the president here.
Who's married to I think she's a biracial woman, and they have a kid together.
Yeah, this is him and his wife. President of a HBCU. What
else was interesting was they gave him a lot of accolades, like him getting money into the school and him creating scholarships for more people to come into the school, which increased students. But this is a HBCU, but 40% of the students identify as black and 40% identify as white.
So it's not really HBCU.
So it's not really HBCU. And who is getting the scholarships for this $10,000, $2,000 funds that he's raising?
kids.
Where is the
He's getting
is
poor
the scholarships going to white kids or is the scholarships going to black kids?
He's sending the scholarships to poor white kids to come in. It seems like.
How is this an HBCU and it's only 44% and it's 40% white? But anyway, let
me say this first. Now that she says she has mental issues, she came to them with them. They didn't take it serious, that she was being dismissed for her mental problems that she was going through. I'm sorry, I gotta say this first. This is just the first possibility. We can throw this to the left like it's trash. Is it possible that there was an affair going on?
Possibly.
We could throw that to the left. I'm just putting it out there.
I don't believe it. These types of stories are heartbreaking.
Something's fishy.
Way more than that, but she
did she really?
What is Algonquian, Regina? Learn me. What sorority is she in? Algonquian are indigenous people that have traditionally occupied parts of Western Ontario, which is Canada.
Yeah, Ontario.
So yeah. They're indigenous in Canada. I don't know if she's a sorority.
I don't know.
But they didn't say her sorority.
What do you think this story, other than that possibility that we throwing to the left, just throwing it out there, what else could a possibility be?
I don't know. You tell what the possibility might be.
I just said it.
Her having an affair with the president?
I just said. Oh, did you listen at all?
No, I'm not gonna go that route. I think that I'm gonna go with what she wrote in the emails and expressed that she was being bullied. She was already in a bad mental
state,
and it just added on to her. She got fired, and after she got fired, she committed suicide. It may just be what it is. It doesn't have to be some scandalous.
You wouldn't listen to me earlier when I was just talking. I literally said that's something I'm throwing out there that we could throw to the left. We have to bring it up. It's a possibility. Just saying. Do you think she committed suicide?
I think she committed suicide because she was being bullied.
Do you think she actually committed suicide? That's another point.
You think she was killed?
We're giving all possibilities. Is that possible? And we don't know what was going on other than her mental health problems. We don't know what was going on the campus. We don't know. You said the school is only 40% black. There could be some other stuff going on. I don't know.
I'm just going to leave it with she was.
All right. When he's on paid leave.
She was packed down.
He was on paid leave and people are now asking for him to be fired. Do you think he should be fired, the president?
If he's bullying staff members and doesn't have any consideration for their well-being, then I don't think he needs to be there. I just don't think he needs to be there off the fact that he's a white man at a HBCU. No, he shouldn't be there. So y'all saying she pulled and Whitney and Bobby Christina.
All right.
If she committed suicide due to bullying, she gave them power. That's sad.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate part if that's truly how it happened. I want to read
they said black women are out here dealing with a lot of stress, and black women need to be heard when they're voicing their concerns and their mental health and well-being.
I want to read a statement from them. They said Lincoln University Board of Curators plans to engage a third-party expert to fully review potential personnel issues and concerns recently raised regarding compliance with the university established policies and procedures. As part of that process, Dr. John B. Mosley has volunteered to be placed on paid administrative leave while that review is conducted. Dr. Stevie Lawrence II, currently provost and vice president of academic affairs at Lincoln University, will serve as an acting president during the review process. Dr. Lawrence brings a wide range of higher education experience in this role and will ensure continuity until university operations. As a board, we are committed to make certain the mental health of Lincoln University employees is a priority, and that every employee is always treated with dignity and respect, said Board of Curators, yada, yada, yada. While the board and university leaders cannot comment publicly on confidential employee personnel information, the recent loss of Dr. Antoinette Bonnie is tragic. The review will be an important part of the board's commitment to listening and addressing important issues. The third-party review will be conducted at the direction of the board over the coming weeks. Another strange story.
By her death, he should have been suspended, but nothing's going to happen to him as he run them.
Yeah, I think he's probably gonna keep his job. And they'll just,
not if the student body and black people come against him. I don't think he will.
They're
keep
not a
it.
majority.
They are the majority. They're 44%. They're the majority.
When the other 40% is white, and there's another percentage that's what mixed and other.
And then you have staff members.
I don't think
they're the majority.
I don't think they have enough power there.
No disrespect to that lady, just seems odd. And 9 out of 10 deaths are now mental health related.
No, it makes perfect sense. A lot of people went through a lot of people came out of the COVID lockdown fucked up. Being honest, a lot of people came out of COVID. Matter of fact, if you watch television, watch any type of videos with any type of ads, how many therapy commercials have you seen? It's a ton. So it's clearly popular. A lot of people are going to therapy right now because during the lockdown, they were used to being isolated. Then you put back into the populations, and a lot of people are not able to.
Some people are still working from home.
Exactly. A lot of people have not been able to completely get back into population. They still, that's what I'm saying. So I'm not surprised that a lot of mental health stuff is going on right now. There was a attack on the American psyche the last 5 years, really 8. So anyway, let's move on. Ronnie Long, North Carolina man who spent 44 years in prison after wrongful conviction, awarded $25 million settlement. We ain't got to go further into this story. That's kind of what happened.
Of course, it was by a white woman.
Yeah,
a prominent white woman. So,
you think that's enough? 44 years.
He's gonna get $25 million.
I said, is that enough?
It was enough that he took it and walked away.
I'm asking you, is that enough?
It's based on what he feels is enough. It's not based on what I feel is enough.
I'm asking your opinion, nigga. Damn.
No, I would have got more.
Damn.
44 years. I'm not selling for no $25 million. You're gonna give me about 100.
You ever talking about hey, whatever? No, nigga, you.
Shit.
All right.
So 44 years for a preference is enough.
They ain't the preference.
Honorable Sienna. That was not his preference. He was a white woman picked him. She said that he did that to him. It was not like he was dealing with the white woman.
He didn't do anything with her.
So no.
So please show some sympathy to this black man. Empathy, should I say?
Yeah, Duke as a black man, not a Travis.
All right.
If that's how you feel, George, I'm fine with that.
So 1976.
I don't identify myself as black. I don't put curses on myself.
Oh, now look. Because the English language is a bunch of spells. When you choose black, it's a designation.
That's why you got that black heart code.
All right, so this happened in 1976. You know, he got his $25 million. Congratulations. Long's total settlement includes $22 million from the city and a previous $3 million settlement from the State Bureau of Investigation.
Hold on. She said she picked him from the comfort of her home. What's the backstory?
Well, that's the thing. He didn't do anything.
He didn't do anything. She just chose this man out of a lineup, I believe.
Yeah, they want to pick some people up that quote unquote look like the perp. And
they didn't have any DNA, any information.
Oh, she's saying he was accused of attacking her, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's what she's asking. What's the backstory? He was accused of what's the word I want to use? Assaulting her. And she said a black man did it. They got a lineup with some men, and she chose him. She chose out of the Huh?
No, I was reading his comment.
And she chose him out of a lineup for saying that he attacked her when he wasn't. It wasn't him. More than likely, nobody did it. It's all a lie, probably. So.
More than likely, she was somebody's preference, and shit went left, and she just picked a black man.
Yeah, unfortunate. But
okay, I'm black and proud with no sugar.
No sugar.
You say so.
Congratulations on this story. Prosecutors to seek death penalty for white supremacists who killed 10 at Buffalo supermarket. I think it should be an easy guilty, and death penalty should be. I
don't think he's gonna get the death penalty.
Did the dude in South Carolina get a death penalty? He did, didn't he? Rudolph. How was his name? Roof. Dylan Roof.
Did Dylan Roof get the death penalty? I don't think he's gonna get a death penalty. If you don't know about number 44, I'll help you learn.
The bench declared a statement. He got a death penalty. He recommended the death penalty.
The jury recommended the death penalty.
No,
Dylan Roof.
And judge formally sentenced Dylan Roof to death.
Okay, let's see if it ever happens.
And they rejected the appeal from Dylan Roof already.
He can appeal again.
In 2021, they upheld the death penalty, and in 2022, they rejected it again. So, as far as we know right now, he is
keeps
still
appealing the death penalty.
He's still on the death penalty.
And this guy right now said he will plead guilty if he does not receive the death penalty. I'm like, yeah. So you telling us that you will plead guilty for something we know that you did, and we suppose,
but you need
that's the what
master number nonsense. Federal prosecutors said Friday they will seek the death penalties against a white supremacist who killed 10 black people at a Buffalo supermarket. Peyton Grindon, 20, is already serving a life sentence in prison with no chance of parole after he pled guilty to state charges of murder and hate-motivated domestic terrorism in a 2022 attack. New York does not have capital punishment, but the Justice Department had the option of seeking the death penalty in a separate federal hate crimes case. He promised that he'd plead guilty in the case if prosecutors agreed not to seek the death penalty.
Thank you for pleading to a crime we know your ass did.
The decision marks the first time that President Joe Biden's Justice Department has authorized a new pursuit of the death penalty. It's funny y'all gonna forget that all these quote unquote hate crimes happened underneath his watch after blaming Trump for them, and then forgetting that they also happened underneath Obama. So it is what it is. All right. Florida Dollar General reopens months after the racially motivated killing of 3 black people. Remember that happened when the guy went in there and killed the 3 people? Nearly 5 months after the August 26th shooting, memorials dedicated to victims Gerald Gallon, Note, AJ Laguerre Jr., and Angela Carr remain outside the store. I want to ask the question, what do you think about them reopening? I mean, business is business.
They opened up. They put some things into... they said they donated to charities. Why is that a food desert? And no, but you know what I found really strange is this is a dollar store, and they said they introduced fresh fruits and food into the dollar store. I've never known the dollar store of having.
When did the dollar store become a grocery store?
Well, because it's in a neighborhood that doesn't have that many stores, desert, so they had to incorporate this into them saying they're doing something for the community.
So they only want to do it because some black people got killed in their store. You could have did this.
True. So Walgreens here used to have like fresh bananas and stuff, but they got rid of that shit like 5 or 6 years ago.
Seems to me, you feel like a piece of shit or reopening your store and going on with your business. So instead of just opening it up, you're like, we opening up, we doing some charities, and we got fresh food.
They did not implement any security.
I mean, was this a one-off? This is more of a one-off.
They talk about not just what happened with the 3 black people that got killed. They're talking about the crime in the community, the drugs right outside the store, the just not being safe in general. And the dollar store owner corporation did not implement any security.
What I'm about to say is going to lean on what Honorable was saying right now. Go ahead, read what she said.
I would go back in there. If Untouchables were hurt, then they wouldn't have reopened. We need to be a shift in the mindset immediately. There needs to be. Okay.
So what do you think about completely not going into the store?
I can't say I would not go back into the store.
Should it be shut down?
Why?
If she's making the point that if this happened to another group, that this store owned by somebody outside the community wouldn't be able to move forward.
So this happened because a non-black person owned the store. That's why these black people were harmed?
No, it's not what it's saying. The point is because somebody who's not black owns it, and the people who were attacked in it were black by somebody who wasn't black.
What does it have to do with the owner, though?
I'm saying because it happened in your store and you're not a part of this community.
But they're not just asking for security for the non-black person that shot these black people. They're asking for security because the black people in the community are harming the community. They have guns. They're shooting people. They're selling drugs into the community. So what do we do with those Negroes?
What we been want to do?
Oh, we round them up like the Asian people did and take them out?
Some of them got to take the long sleep.
Okay. Honorable, you see 44 in every report, respectfully.
Your numerology.
If this was a label, an LGBT attack, or just saying it would be a monumental place not reopened. They did the same thing in Buffalo, New York. Strange.
See?
we can't say that when there's black people that
It's
are
not the point.
harming
Why you
the
keep bringing the black
community.
people up?
Because they were complaining about that. It's not just because a white person shot these 3 black people. They're saying we don't just need security.
We're
for
not
that
talking
reason.
about security. Why you keep going?
That was one of the things in the article that they were
We
talking
are not
about.
talking about
Okay,
security.
what are
We're
you
talking
talking
about? The store reopening after it was killing in the store. Racial hate crime happened in the store.
So you just get rid of the store and not already. So you have a less of an option of having a place that has food where you can go get it.
No,
now you already don't have no fucking store.
That's the point. This was when your wealthy people step in and buy the store.
Have they done that yet?
No, that's my point. That's the point. If you got together and actually changed shit to your mind, this is what you should be thinking. Somebody black who's from that area could buy that store.
Who gonna do it?
I didn't say there's nobody.
So
who's
why are
going
we talking
to do
about woulda, shoulda, coulda's gonna do it when we know it's not gonna happen?
She's just talking about the shift in mind. Good Lord.
I'm done.
It's okay to be a little bit optimistic, man. It's okay to have the thinking.
Keep reading, dude.
All right. Okay, 215 bodies found in unmarked graves behind Mississippi jail. Ben Crump calls for investigation. We've been talking about this story for like a month now.
Yeah.
Back in December, the grave sites were discovered in a pauper's cemetery behind the Hinds County, Mississippi jail. So remember the story officially broke.
It got big when Big Crump took over. Ben Crump took it over.
No, when the woman's son was ran over and she didn't find out for months.
It got bigger when Ben Crump.
I'm saying,
on
but
the
her
scene.
story, his story is the one who really broke it open.
Woulda, shoulda, coulda, ass ninjas.
Ain't nothing wrong with wanting to put a plan together.
I feel what you're saying though, dude. The Lord is good. Travis is.
All right, it says civil rights attorney Ben Crump is calling for an investigation after 215 bodies were found buried inside a cemetery. Following the news, Crump joined forces with Reverend Hosea Hines, senior pastor at the Christ Tabernacle Church and the national leader of the New Day Coalition for Equity in Black America, to call for the investigation to the causes of the 215 deaths. Now, we pointed out last time that it wasn't all black people. There was some other races that were buried here too.
True.
So that means we don't know how these people died. They just said they didn't know who they were. Some of them were found with IDs and they did know their name and where they lived and family could have contacted. So it's assumed, they call you conspiracy theorists for this, that these people were probably killed by police or were found and the police didn't feel like doing paperwork.
Well, they told you they were short-staffed.
So they just threw them in graves, with unmarked graves behind the jail.
And I'm sure a lot of this was during COVID too.
Maybe.
George Wilkins and baby Jesus.
Didn't realize the job. Yeah, this is directly linked to that family. Yeah. The woman whose son was ran over and the cop.
He was crossing the highway and the cops said that they hit him by accident.
That's what they say.
But the mother felt like it was intentional.
And the fact that they hid it for so long and waited until somebody retired to
Well,
tell
they've been hiding 215 other bodies.
Yeah, it's crazy. Let me play this.
Buried in unmarked graves behind a jail outside of Jackson, Mississippi, has left a community in disbelief. The families are angry their loved ones were buried in so-called paupers' graves, marked by just a metal rod and a number, and families were never notified of their deaths. The startling revelation came months after the mother of 37-year-old Dexter Wade filed a missing persons report last March. It wasn't until August when Betterson Wade learned her son had been hit by a police car and killed, then buried in that same cemetery. For more about this case and the disturbing details that have emerged since then, I am joined now by Betterson Wade and civil rights attorney Ben Crump, who is representing her and other families. Welcome to you both, Ms. Wade.
Are we going to still keep calling Ben Crump an ambulance chaser?
Yes, we are.
I mean, this is not a story that should be, this is a story that should get attention, right?
It should, but that doesn't
He's helping bring it
the
attention.
reasons behind why he do it.
But he's helping bring it attention.
Yeah, he's helping bringing it to attention to it, organ trafficking and everything else. Allegedly.
Are you accusing him of organ trafficking?
Damn, dude, you the police. You got to say that
I'm gonna
right
say it
out.
right
Can't I just
there.
say something and we just go past it and leave it where it's at? Can't the shit just marinate? Move on, nigga.
No, I'm stand
No, we're
on
not.
it. So you want to stand on it?
Yeah, make me stand on something.
I stand on everything.
How original of you.
I stand on everything. I just
Shit, you
stand
don't
on
stand
business.
on nothing.
Stand on business.
Wade, can I just begin by saying how
I
very
was like,
sorry
yes, he's
you
still
are
on
for
ambulance.
the loss, and thank you for joining us.
Thank you all too.
I understand, Ms. Wade, you contacted the Jackson Police Department after reporting that your
We gotta replay this.
Them asking for money for the bodies is crazy. Yes, I need y'all to come together.
I will say, I don't know if I agree with them asking for money because somebody, their family member was buried. After they were possibly, who knows what happened to them, is kind of like, damn. Like, there's probably no checking this. You should be asking for.
Well, that's what they like. This is all about getting a check. It's not about. There were men left to die in the jails during Katrina, and no.
There's a lot more that happened in New Orleans.
Dude, Travis throw you under the bus all the time. How am I throwing him under the bus? He threw his damn self under the bus.
They did a lot more in New Orleans other than leave people in the jails. It was bad.
It's pretty bad. Like the people trying to get to the buses and they have to go through a white town to get to the buses.
And it was shooting people like target practice.
That's like somebody going through a swamp in Louisiana. That's like somebody going through a swamp full of alligators
in Florida,
and you gotta make your way through these alligators to get to the bus. That's fucked up, and they did that intentionally.
But also they let the prisoners out and threw them in the same places as regular people in the football stadium, and they said there was rapes and all type of stuff happening.
Dude, throw Travis vanilla ass through the bus today.
Get him.
Yeah, I am. I'm vanilla. Something you're not.
They were hunting our people. Terrible. Yeah, it was bad. Then they bragged about it. It was a lot of stuff going on. That don't get as much talk about it as it should. Honestly,
that's why we need to band together. Unfortunately, Uncle, 2/3 got to go.
All right. Another story like this: Vandals destroyed 23 headstones at Compton Cemetery. So disheartening and unbelievable. Let me play this.
This is not right. Like Woodlawn, we on love and peace, and this is not peaceful, and this is not loving.
Celestina.
Hold on. I was saying, why vanilla? He mean plain.
Plain vanilla is plain Jane.
He don't mean in skin color.
Vanilla meaning in don't do extra things. Just vanilla. Stay at home, mind your business. Ain't out here eating ass.
I didn't play this.
Bishop is heartbroken. So many headstones at Woodlawn Celestial Gardens have been destroyed. So many plaques stolen, she hasn't even counted them all yet. The more she walks, the more damage she discovers.
When I seen Garden of Peace, I wanted to faint. It wasn't like one here and then one there. They took a rows.
She says it happened overnight last Thursday. The culprits cutting through the fencing to get in, then starting a trail of destruction. Bishop is the owner of the Compton Cemetery. She takes care of it, funds all of the upkeep herself. And now,
before I go through this whole story, there's already people who are saying who did this. Now, who you think the black people, I don't know if these black people are actually in Compton, what do you think black people are saying did this? Who do you think they're blaming?
Sorry, can you repeat that? Duke is getting mad. Sir, can you please again?
Who do you think they're accusing of doing this?
I think they're accusing white people of doing it.
I think
or immigrants.
I don't recall it. They saying Mexicans did it. Or the Spanish.
Why would the Hispanics?
There's a war going on in LA. The Spanish are trying to run the black people out of there.
Oh, they've been doing George like that for years.
No, they're doing it hardcore now. They flat out doing it, apparently.
Your definition sounds like a homebody not born in plain as hell.
Okay,
that's good. No, he admitted he vanilla, aka white. No, that's not what George was saying. He's just delusional
the white
right now.
Latinx and keep the Mexicans.
George would know. George, how long they been pushing you and your family out of your city?
That this is a form of psychological warfare when you're destroying people's this graveyard been here since the late 1800s. So you're psychologically attacking them by going after ancestral lands and stuff, attacking property, very sentimental property, obviously, and being headstones and stuff.
Especially the veterans.
Yeah, it's psychological warfare. It's to make you just say, "I'm done and leave."
No, that's not what you're supposed to do.
No, you're not supposed to.
You're supposed to go act a fool.
No, that too. You go after the family, you go after the sentimental value of things, and then you go after their possible. Like, you can't really go after their food because this isn't.
He said no. They stole the metal from the tombstones. That's what's happening. They're desperate for money.
You think it's just about money?
Maybe
I don't think it's just about money.
This is crazy because the black men will allow them to join their gangs, but that is what you get in return for that.
I hate that she's right. That they're all a bunch of Spanish and stuff, Mexicans in their gangs. I hate that.
White people are the only savages that would do something. No, they're not, Shantae. I know we from area where we don't deal with the browns that much.
The brown people.
But the browns are just as bad as the whites. Historically, black churches have been burnt to the ground, and now they're doing grave sites. This is crazy.
Yeah, they gotta do something about that. Y'all can't go out like that, California.
Shit, they been going out like that.
Can't go out like that.
Kiefer from California, they packed up and left.
Oh wow, you just keep.
I'm home and.
Damn. You said they ran old Kiefer out? That's why you said the Mexicans.
Bro, they removed the concrete out of the ground. Ninjas don't do that.
Oh no, speaking of moving concrete out of the ground, I'm gonna show this video of somebody who did steal somebody's driveway.
Ritual spells, sacrifices, no cultural boundaries. There's no such thing as browns. Those are the whites. The browns was a construct created in the 70s in response to rights. I agree.
I agree with that. The brown is the
they
black.
are white.
The brown is the black. But listen, she said ritual spells. We know that a lot. We know that a lot of Mexicans in California are part of that MS-13 and all those gangs. El Salvador. They are devil worshippers.
They are.
They are definitely
the Day of the Dead.
They're definitely into the occult things. So it wouldn't be surprised if it has something to do with that as well.
Wait a minute. Sorry, dude. I'm trying not to ramble. When Travis beat down a Samoan, he could talk about Cali. Why you keep talking about Samoans? Samoans are not Mexicans, George. I know. They beat the shit out of you.
Hold on. What do we call Mexicans? We say they're the same as who?
Same. What you mean?
Who do we say Mexicans are the same as?
Please. Expound. Tell me.
Asians, right?
No, I've never. Oh, yes.
Yes, Mexicans are Asian. So what are Samoans? Asian. But technically, they are Mexican.
They're not Mexican.
They're just a different tribe.
They are different. They're different.
They're a different tribe of Asian.
I ain't never seen Asians that big.
All right, let me show this story.
Samoans are big. They just can't fight. Thank you, Craig. They got George's ass shook.
Yeah, they put something on George.
They beat the shit out of him.
But let me play this video of somebody got their driveway stolen.
He was like Cuba Gooding Jr.
I'm home and my driveway's gone.
What used to be a concrete slab outside 1438 Bethesda Street is now a patch of dirt that she didn't ask for. Someone took her driveway as she was trying to get ready for Christmas.
Of all the things that you worried about getting stolen, did you think the driveway was one of them?
No, not at all.
Wait a minute.
What do you think about somebody stealing somebody's driveway?
That's fucked up.
He stole the driveway, y'all.
Why would you steal the driveway, though?
How do you steal someone's driveway?
It had to be somebody close in the neighborhood, though. I've never in life would think somebody would steal a driveway.
I don't care who stole it. I'm asking why. Why are you stealing?
What can you do with a drive-through? The driveway?
I guess they wanted the concrete for something else.
That's why I said it got to be near. They building a house somewhere near.
Yeah, maybe they building a house or doing something and they needed the concrete. So like somebody, or they might be selling it.
What the hell is going on? So stealing the stuff out of the houses is now a bit. So selling concrete is a lucrative business for selling now.
So you don't want copper. Wait, well, didn't they say there was a? Oh yeah, didn't they say there was a concrete shortage like during the pandemic because other countries were not making the same material necessary? No, I don't think this has anything to do with that. But stealing a concrete, stealing a driveway.
Was she home or?
Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't think she was home. She just came home one day.
Well, keep your car. Do something.
Bethesda Street is now a patch of dirt that she didn't ask for.
Imagine being a burglar with some concrete driveway. You just can't.
It's crazy out here in these streets.
This shit. It's over.
Yeah.
Society is done.
Society been dead.
And this ain't the craziest thing we see. We know people steal cars. People steal people's tires and leave it on bricks. People been doing wild stuff. Already.
That's not wild to steal somebody's tires. That's a lucrative business of stealing tires.
Clearly, somebody is
stealing concrete is something new. Stop lying. Somebody lying. Craig on crack. He lying. Not the driveway hilarious. This is good business. Sorry to the lady, but times are hard. Word to tell.
Times are hard. People make bad decisions.
They don't need to fight. They God ungodly. Oh well, what if Mike Tyson was a nation?
And it had to be more than one person. Obviously, this is concrete. This is heavy. So you had to drive your car or truck over. Have somebody with you. Y'all had to stack this together. This is an operation.
The neighbor should have saw that.
This is why.
How do you now hear them selling your driveway though? LOL. They upselling her to pay for repair She didn't hear it, or the neighbors didn't hear someone breaking up concrete,
now maybe
throwing it onto their truck.
Hold on, maybe she paid somebody to do it,
and
she
now,
didn't pay them, and they came back and confiscated their concrete.
Like when black women get their hair braided, and they don't pay, they start cutting that shit out. You gonna pay me my money?
So maybe they was taking back their concrete that she didn't pay for, and now she reporting it as, it was stolen.
What if it don't fit? How does one steal a driveway without being seen by anyone?
Yeah, somebody lying.
They sent her a quote to fix the LOL.
Hey, she got 90 days.
George is correct regarding Samoans. They operate as a unit, like one fist when they pull up on.
Boy, you and George done got rolled up on. I apologize.
They got a hold of you too, Regina?
Damn, Regina. Right, go ahead.
Big arms got her.
She must have been gone for an entire day. She might have been working. Maybe she worked the night shift.
Now that makes more sense, dude. Why they didn't take the house?
They might well took that too, I
Might
guess.
as well, shit.
You took the driveway, you take the barn too. Take the
That's what really what you're gonna make the money off of is a damn house. Yeah. Take your loss, lady.
I was looking at it, I can't help but notice. It ain't working. Ah, damn it. Never mind.
Hold on.
No, it's too late now.
I don't know what is going on with this app today, but it's fucking up.
You got it.
Big Mama, your arm.
It's too late now.
Give us some butter, baby. You don't need butter, you need
All right.
ice.
This story ends with them saying this happened a lot. Contractors are tearing shit down and having homeowners pay them for the repairs.
Well, yeah, it's a hustle problem, but I'm wondering, did she pay them to do it and then didn't pay them their money so they came back and...
Regina said, no, I've witnessed... No, I witnessed it a lot here in Seattle, Pacific Northwest area. They ain't playing. And this started in elementary school too.
Damn.
I run that.
All right. So next story. So if you're talking about people stealing people's damn driveway.
Well, Regina, y'all Negroes did migrate up here, so you lost your strength a little bit.
Las Vegas man who attacked judge in wild video is charged with her attempted murder. Now y'all remember the video?
Well, he was going after her.
Man. No.
I am not going to sit here and let y'all excuse his behavior of leaping over a bench and attacking a judge.
Travis.
That will not get excused.
That was not no damn attempted murder.
It was an attack.
That was assault.
It was an attempted murder.
It wasn't no attempted murder. He was punching her.
He was using vulgar terms towards her, calling her bitches.
What they got to do with being a violent? What they got to do with murder?
Duke, I know. Whatever they decide to do, he chose his path. So, no, I'm not making an excuse for what he did.
It's not an excuse. It's like, bro, it was an attempted murder.
Leap of the year. Leapfrog. This is the best video of the year so far. Travis, take your ass to the part of Seattle and talk that shit.
Why would you want to do that? Do you think she had her cousins do it?
Filing insurance claim.
Maybe.
Travis saying that because she white. No, that's not what I'm saying. Look at how high he jumped over the bench. That is attempted murder.
Hey, he got at least a 40-inch vertical. Should have been in the league.
I agree. I can't stop laughing, even though it's technically isn't funny, but
it was funny.
I could take that it was funny.
It was funny.
Did he have a history with the judge?
No,
he just said she was evil.
He just said, because she said when she was talking about taking into account, he said, I changed.
Air pick is priceless.
And then she took all the things he did in his past and threw it in his face in front of the court, and he just got fed up and said, you know what, F this, and jumped over there.
Was Ja Morant's cousin.
Yeah, he got that vert.
He was about that dive in it.
Dive in it.
He was like that. Go
Trey
under.
Songz?
No, go under. What's his name?
What are you talking about?
I did you wrong.
Oh, you Pretty Boy Ricky.
Pretty Boy Ricky, but not him.
Pretty Ricky. I said Pretty Boy Ricky.
You know the real one that had the talent in the group who left. He had a song called Under. That nigga was diving. She knew she fucked up.
And she didn't run. The look on her face when he ran up to she was just in shock. They plays a P. That's it.
I feel it should have only been classified as an attempted murder if in the midst of his jumping, he had grabbed something to actually hit her with.
Exactly.
He did.
What?
He grabbed the, I think he grabbed the flag to hit her, though.
He was hitting her with his fist.
Duke says Travis, he started off asking nicely before it's a bird, it's a plane, it's a leapfrog Superman.
He was very nice and polite and cool. Hey, I apologize. I'm trying to change.
No, that was trying to butter her up. But when she laid that fucking verdict on, when she got ready to do it, he turned it to him true self.
Him true.
Show the video, Duke, please.
All right, hold on. Let me go get it. Hold on.
He grabbed the flagpole. That was attempted murder.
That's not attempted murder.
Yes,
Grabbing the
it
flagpole.
is. He went after her with the weapon. So yes, it was.
I'm not stabbing you with no damn flagpole.
You don't got to kill somebody by stabbing them. He could have beat her to death with the flagpole. Man. Stop making excuses for this Negro.
Ain't no excuse.
This Negro, but he does have mental health issues, though.
Oh, let me play this.
I'm not saying he should be locked up, but maybe he should be put in some sort of mental institute until he's able to get on proper medication and be better on system.
Look at the
my
vert.
God.
And he didn't even touch the bench with his body. Look how high he got. Look, she look up. She try to run.
And
Get back here,
slow
bitch.
as hell, too.
Get over here, bitch.
She's slow as hell.
You can't tell me this don't remind you of Boondocks episode when somebody throw a chair and it just stops.
Look.
He did not grab. What he grabbed?
He fled to his country after assaulting her. That's not attempted murder. It's a bird, a plane. It's a nigga man.
Where's the flag
maybe
he grabbed?
He will get help.
Where's the flag he grabbed? The jumping right now.
We can't see everything, dude.
Ignoring
there
them.
goes the thing.
No, it fell over when he grabbed it. He hasn't grabbed nothing.
Travis forever protecting the white bunnies. Run it back. Ray Lewis. Pole vault. LOL. Hey, y'all lied on the man when he grabbed the pole.
He did not grab the pole.
Play it again.
He did not grab the pole. It fell over when he jumped on it.
We don't know what is going on behind that bench.
Look.
It's dangerous.
Jump over. They both fall. He didn't grab it. He just put paws on it. He put hands and feet on it.
Well, it's two poles down there.
He putting the paws on it right now. Hold on. He putting the paws on it right now. They pull him up. He started kicking her. Now
he
he put
didn't
his
grab
foot
the
on
pole.
it.
It fell in the process of the pole.
Yeah, that white dude was punching. He was trying his
The
best
white
to
boy
hurt him.
punching for his life.
Look.
The boy didn't feel none of that.
He was punching the woman though, ain't he?
No, he punching the dude.
Okay. I can finally pause this and show y'all something.
Down. Get it on down.
All right, y'all. Y'all tell me who the dude is punching. I know everybody's saying that he's punching the dude, the suspect, the defendant. Who is he really? It looks like he's punching the judge. Talking about this dude right here. Look at where he's punching.
Check her draws.
Look. Check her draw. He got a smile on his face. He feeling good about his mom. Look. Who is he punching? Look, he's punching down. Look where he's punching. He's punching down.
So you saying,
look where the dude is standing.
So
He's
wait a
punching the
minute.
judge.
Wait a minute.
He got a few licks on the judge, I'm telling you.
So you saying this white man has headed out for this judge too, and this was his chance to get his licks off on
And he
her?
let the black man take all the damn hits for it. He let the black man take all the licks.
You know it when you stumping.
Who is he punching?
White boy's punches was landing like pocket sand. Foot all in her face. Look at the guy with the tiny fist in the back.
Yeah, he got a little fist.
How many more charges did he get? Like 8? Oh, Shantae said, hold on. Did he jump on her before she actually sentenced him?
Yes, he did. She didn't get to the number.
What was he punching? Was it in the lower back like that?
It don't look like he was punching her in the head.
Them soft ass punches he was giving them. His fist half balled up. Sassy.
Sissified. Oh,
Will Smith punches.
Will Smith punches.
The leap was amazing. This is up there with the riverboat brawl. White dude hit like this on him.
All right, so we've seen enough violence.
He was cute slapping.
He was a cutie slap. Lord have mercy. Anyway, we've shown enough violence today. I do believe that Lloyd was getting a few licks in on the judge too. He got a few licks on the judge because she done cost him a couple cases. I don't know. He got a few licks.
That's
on
all
him.
alleged.
I'm just saying.
What?
What's that? Okay. All right, we back.
We bite.
They said it disconnected, but it's back. We good? Play it
His
again.
feet went in the air like Superman, G. Superman that. Play it again.
Ho!
Dude from Wakanda.
Oh yeah, he definitely got a vibranium suit.
Is that Black Panther?
Hey, get him out of jail and put him in the next movie. But anyway, does that really deserve attempted murder?
At this point, it is what it is. He chose this decision. His sister and his foster mom came out and says that he deals with schizophrenia and bipolar, and they're saying that he does not need to go to jail. It's not going to benefit or help him. So I'm saying that maybe he should go somewhere to a mental institute till he's able to get better.
And do you think this is necessary?
I mean, we have to take into account. Remember, you told that story about the Mexican dude cutting off somebody's head on a Greyhound bus, and they didn't do shit to him. So
yeah.
There's
a story back in the day about I don't know if he was Mexican. don't know if you're Mexican.
White.
There was a man who was on a bus on a Greyhound, and he had a manic moment.
Nope, he got to go to jail.
He started stabbing the dude in the neck and cut his head off on the bus, but because he has schizophrenia, they let him go. But anyway, this is what he looked like at court. Do you think this was necessary?
Yes.
Oh, this is another reason to make the black man like a caged
Wow,
animal.
no, we can't say that.
Let me show it. Matter
We
of
can't
fact,
say
let me
that
go all
when
the way.
he
Let me
leaped
step into
over
it all
a
the way.
bench and attacked the judge, and then also his foster mom and his sister says he has schizophrenia and bipolar. Yes, unfortunately, they have to do that to him in a court of law.
Nah, it wasn't necessary.
Now you got to show what he looks like at his sentencing. His jump was empowered by the ancestors.
The ancestors.
He looks like Hannibal Lecter being wheeled in. LOL. No assaults, yes, but attempted murder, nah. She's using her status to overreach. Dude is Killmonger. Is she up for re-election? Nope, he got to go to jail.
Now hold on, y'all. Let me ask you. Look at this. If I show you this picture right here, you see this picture?
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. You see it?
I saw it.
How they treat him like an animal? Like he's just a rabid dog?
Well, him leaping over a bench and attacking a judge that would go into that category.
There's a response to her being
dehumanized.
That's a response to her not being empathetic to his situation.
Wow, you went and got that.
Condescending to him. And
you went and got that
and
shit?
And he has mental health problems. Let's take that into account. Anyway, ain't that the same as this? What's the difference?
No, that's
this
not
is
the
how
same.
they treat us. Look.
See, this is what you do when you're trying to pull out the race card. This is what you liberals do.
I'm a liberal? How dare you? I almost swung on you. You just said that. I'm not no liberal.
Well, you swung on me. They would have heard some shit rumbling here. Definitely, for sure. They would have said, what the fuck is going on? And one of us wasn't coming back on live. So pick your winner. Pick your winner, but you're going to be surprised. Yes, George, I would say that. BetterHelp and Talkspace won't help him. Facts. Should have kept his ass where it was at.
I'm gonna say this. I don't think he should get no murder charge. No, I just don't think.
Kifa, don't feed him.
I don't think. And to end it off, I don't think he should be charged with murder. I think that's extreme. But I understand what they're doing. I think it's like 7 new charges or some 17 new charges, some crazy number. I think like 7 or 8 new charges he got for assault and all that stuff. I don't think attempted murder should be part of it. Let's end up.
I think it's harsh,
all
but
jokes
damn,
aside,
that's what he did. We cannot pacify what he did. No, we cannot
attempted murder? No. But anyway.
He was going after the judge, though.
If I could show the charges right now, let me show you right quick.
Dude, come on, man.
This is it. This is the last bit. This is the new judge that he has, who apparently is friends with the other judge, but you know.
I've been given a copy of the criminal complaint this morning.
Yes, I have been given one.
You're being charged with count 1, attempt murder, victim 60 years of age or older, a felony. Count 2, battery on a protected person resulting in substantial bodily harm, victim 60 years of age or older, a felony. Count 3, extortion by threat, a felony. Count 4, intimidating a public officer, a felony. Count 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 are all battery on an officer, the same named victim. Oh, and by the way, I do not know any of the other victims named in the criminal complaint. Those are all felony offenses. Count 10.
Thank you,
performance of
FIFA.
act or neglect of duty and willful or wanton disregard of safety or persons of property resulting in substantial bodily harm or death, a felony. Battery on a protected person, count 11. That's a gross misdemeanor offense. Count 12, battery by a prisoner, a felony. Count 13, unlawful act related to human excrement or bodily fluid, a felony.
I agree, Honorable.
All allegedly occurring on January 3rd of 2024. Do you understand these charges?
You damn right. He won't do it no more. Well, he might try it again. That's why they had to restrain him like that. Listen, we have witnessed somebody argue that a young adult was privileged in response to a wrong accident that took life. An attempted murder issue. Attempted murder is reaching I don't care. Not charging him will set a precedent. Anyone acting like that in court would get away with it.
You can do it without giving him attempted murder. You can do that without giving him the attempted murder. But yeah, go ahead.
Independent thinker. Overreaching as usual. His mental health status should be taken into account.
Exactly.
She's sassy.
She definitely is.
Bet he won't try and jump over that bench again. Well, he might. That's why they had to do what they did.
Charging but not attempt murder. I agree.
Okay, just saying, Ninja, you're never getting out.
all that long list. 30 years, nigga. All right.
They're not gonna give him 30 years.
Oh, this is just for they know it's a lot of attention on the story, so yeah.
Spook him and straighten him up.
Yeah. He'll be all right. Or if he not, then it's gonna be talked about again. Like, hey, bro, you know how much time he got for that? We're not there yet.
Don't attack judges.
Okay. Next story.
He gonna be teaching leapfrogism in prison now. Watch out now.
He's gonna be killing him on the basketball court.
This was for the media.
Yeah, I agree. It was just for that. California ebony alerts for missing black youth go into effect on January 1st. California's law designed to aid young black people who go missing officially went into effect. Here's what it does. So they basically gave you the ebony.
Amber alert.
Amber alert, but ebony alert for young.
There we
black
go.
children.
Black people separating ourselves.
So yeah. What you think about this? You okay with this being in existence, or is it another way for them to kiss ass and not really do nothing good?
I think it's a way of kissing ass, not
is it a
do
problem
anything.
for them? I'm sorry to interrupt. Is it a problem for them to direct it directly towards black children missing? Because it doesn't typically get the same resources or attention. I'm just saying.
I don't think it's going to get any more attention with it being an ebony alert.
Okay.
If they don't care when they include you with the amber alert, why are they going to care more because it says ebony on it?
I would imagine when you get an alert, instead of saying amber alert, it'll say
also
ebony.
The black people are going to care more.
Who said they don't care now? Speak with your words.
The Indians took the same policy, and now they have the feather alert. Why were you not upset about that? Well, I didn't know that a feather alert existed. So they sure didn't do a good job marketing that shit, because I ain't never heard of the feather alert.
Now listen to what Keith got to say. Read that.
Oh, next it'll be LGBTQ.
So
in my humble opinion.
I'm missing.
Well, you know, that's what they do. They give black people their stuff to then create other different things for other people.
I don't have a problem with it. Just I don't think it's going to do anything. Feather alert is active.
Feather alert is active. Has anybody ever received a feather alert on their phone?
It might be just in Indiana. She said Indian. Yeah, Indiana. Indian Indians.
The Indian Indians.
You mean the
Are you talking about the Middle East Indians?
The Asian Indians?
Well, Duke classified them as Asians.
No, they're Asian.
Are you talking about like which one we talking about? Travis, answer the bunny. The distress alert.
All right, go ahead.
So what they think is going to happen if an ebony alert? I'm gonna go get on the highway, search for the tag number of the getaway car.
Damn, Shirley said, "Look, man, I feel bad.
No, both of these laws are new to me.
There you go, Keith.
The dot or the feather. Damn right, Keith. The dot or the feather.
The California statewide feather alert program was introduced through Assembly Bill 1314 and became a law in 2022 by adding Section 8594. Okay. It was already in California. So they already had one for the Indians. Now they're giving one to the blacks.
No, I don't have a problem. I'm just simply stating I've never heard of the feather alert. It's never gone. George lives in California. George, have you seen the feather alert pop up on your phone?
I've never heard of it.
But no, that's great information to know. Seriously.
It is.
Because then, black people, we won't feel as special.
Ain't nobody snatching up feathers. Ain't about 5 of them left,
man. No fucking drunks and meth addicts. Bad skin, potholes all in the skin. They got terrible skin.
All right, man. So you want to talk shit about missing Indians? All right. A secret tunnel in NYC synagogue leads to a brawl between police and worshipers. I'm not missing alert. I had an indigenous case. I'm like, all right. What y'all think about?
Hard.
What y'all think about the synagogue that has secret tunnel? Now, keep in mind, it's not just the synagogue. Apparently, there are tunnels around the city, but they seem to only be focusing on this one that was found connected to the synagogue, and they said it's because of property dispute. The people who own it don't want to sell it, and the people who want to buy it, they just decided to dig a tunnel to have access to it 24/7, and because this is a very important building amongst the quote-unquote Jewish people. So they said this is more political and about ownership. Think that's all they got to do with?
I really don't know, to be honest with you.
You can speculate.
With the tiny hats?
Yeah.
Well, they said that they hired an immigrant to do it.
They said they hired immigrants to build it, which is hilarious. It's like, yeah,
and you know that NYC is full of immigrants.
It is.
And they said, well, they just made it bigger to expand. It need more space. That's the reason they get behind it.
Yeah.
But it's the tiny hats. You'll never know.
You see right here, extremist Jewish teens secretly hired migrants to dig covert Brooklyn synagogue tunnels, Shawshank style.
Unveiling.
Hold on. Wait, what's going on? Okay, we good. Go ahead.
The Satanist Ninja Turtle Satanist. Sounds like something they do. I'm not sure. I have a problem with it though.
And I was asking the question: why we ain't got no tunnels in our? Why Harlem ain't get no tunnels?
There's another city under NYC.
Yeah, what they call them speakeasy joints. A lot of speakeasy joints under the underground.
I feel bad for the tenants who had to hear them behind their wall. They must have been a crazy experience.
It's funny because a few months ago there was a guy who tweeted. Apparently, I hear people speak Yiddish under my apartment, and I don't have a basement, but I'm hearing people speak Yiddish underneath me, and people just laughed it off. And months later, it turns out they was digging this tunnel underneath his apartment. NY is gross, so I guess I don't really care. All kind of rats. But did y'all see how the tunnel looked? It was a mattress in there with a stain on it. Now, some people said that this stain was a blood stain. We don't know that. It just saying it was a blood stain.
Although they're hiding bodies under there.
I have not been able to find an official picture by the police, an official picture of the tunnels. We've only seen people, other, I guess, Jewish people and people film grainy video and stuff. We haven't seen an official HD picture by some publication of the tunnels. It's like they're not allowed to put it out.
If you do, it's anti-Semitic.
They've already used that, saying that this is not creating conspiracy theories around us being what's the word he used? They're accusing us of being mischievous and secretive and all that else.
They are.
They were doing that. They were secretive. They were hiding something.
Thank you for pointing out that those words are the definition of what you were doing.
So now it wasn't all of them apparently, but
it's on the ADL's channel. LOL.
Oh yeah, of course it would be. Discovery of a tunnel at a Chabad synagogue spurs false claims of conspiracy theories. Right?
If white privilege had a face, in it and a bra between worshipers and the popo.
Exactly. No shots were fired. Nothing.
They threw some hands in there.
They threw hands and got arrested.
It was some Negroes in there too.
We had cops. Negro cop.
Yeah.
One. I saw one. Might have been more.
I think it was 3.
It might have been one. Now, another person said that the tunnel is connected to a local.
People were fighting down.
Yeah, they said the tunnel was connected to a local children's museum. Now, here they're saying it's not true. They said the tunnel does not connect to a Jewish children's museum, which is located across the street from Chabad's headquarters. I'm making sure I show that. AP,
Chabad.
They said it's not true.
You got to be spit come out of your mouth when you say it.
Chabad. No lives threatened.
Bitch. Chabad.
Don't tell me another thing got deleted. Of course.
No lives threatened. No cries of lives threatened.
Hold on. There was an entire thread dedicated to what was going on. It got deleted, the other one.
They don't play. What I tell you to do.
But this one is still here. We got one still. Hold on. Now this person right here, Ken Salib, he did a whole thread on what was going on.
Yeah.
Creator of Chabad's famous Menorah sexual abuse girl lawsuit claim. So it says right here on October 13, 2021, it was published that creator of the Chabad's famous sexual abuse girl lawsuit claims it's the same place where they found the tunnels yesterday night, January 8, 2024. So they're saying the same place is where a young girl was abused. They found a mattress with a stain on it. They're saying it's something that we don't know for sure what it is. Basically, they're saying these tunnels allegedly are trafficking.
That's what I was about to say. But don't say that.
Can't say that.
We cannot say that.
You see here it says
if you put it in the comment section, I will not read it. I will not read it.
The underground Jewish tunnels found in New York are connected to a local children's museum, which they said obviously was false.
Only thing I can do is just put it on the screen.
Now, see, they got this video right here with New York Post going through it, but they showing inside of the tunnel. Now, this is the first and only place other than ADL I've seen someone actually take HD footage of it. But some are saying that they don't know if this is actually the tunnels. Because it looked like some, what's his name? El Chapo type stuff. They said it's not proven, but this is now New York Post posting it. This video was posted on the other Twitter thread that's deleted. So that's not a video owned by New York Post. So New York Post, I don't know if they verified that it was
real,
but the person who posted on Twitter, they the one who recorded it. That's what they said, at least. Or they found it from somewhere else. So that's not New York Post footage. They're just claiming it. As you see, there's a TikTok page that it belongs to. Let me zoom in. See, New York Post took it on TikTok, but it belonged to somebody else. I don't know if they're going to credit it or not. So I ain't got to go no further because I don't want to get this channel deleted. New York Tunnels. And it just so happened that it was exposed that it was Jewish people. And we can't say a damn word about what we really think it is.
You better not. You know your place, boy.
But they closed it up. They immediately brought in cement trucks to cover it up. Closed the holes up at least.
That's what they tell us.
Yeah, they said it was dangerous to infrastructure and all that stuff and yada, yada, yada.
I was wondering if the women/mothers are also complicit or if they're just scared of these entities called their husbands, fathers, clergy. I couldn't identify Yiddish if you spoke it to me. Everybody, only Mexicans and Jewish people dig tunnels. White people dig bunkers.
And niggas got corners.
Everybody know. Consider creating an email or a text thread where y'all can speak freely.
Maybe so.
Y'all could have spoke freely in the chat. And
y'all could
typed it, and it could have went on the screen.
No, actually, they hit you for stuff in the chat too. That's when they turn off your chat when you go back and watch it.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
They'll
that.
block the chat. So,
you know, I could do like a blip.
Oh yeah, this is YouTube.
Like a flash.
Next up, we're gonna get into something quick. We're gonna speed up through this. What happened on Alaska Airlines flight after the door plug blew out?
You know, somebody else. Sorry to get off subject, but you know, somebody else opened up another door on a plane.
They did.
Yeah.
Where?
I forget where it was, but they opened up a door. They didn't get hurt. I didn't know. I don't know if they had mental issues or whatever, but they opened up another door on a plane again.
What is going on planes?
That's why I don't want to get on one. I do not want to get on a plane. I don't. After watching Greyhound videos on YouTube, I'm scared as hell too.
Yeah,
I don't want to get bed bugs and
trains seem to be the best way.
And then shaking my shit off when I get off the train because of the roaches. It's scary out here.
Hey, any of y'all ride Greyhound back in the day? Let me know, because I heard there's roaches and stuff and bed bugs on Greyhound bus, or at least any bus that you ride around the country that's not.
Rita Weiss just came
class.
in and turned other tunnels into their bunkles. Old stealing asses. Facts, Regina. Were they sneaking kids in the tunnels?
Possibly.
Probably so, Tommy.
Possibly. So what you think about this? And the door is open. This is because of a faulty
lawsuit.
Plane. This is because of a faulty plane.
My niece's Friday flight on Alaska was delayed until today. Only for school trips.
Oh, for what's it called?
That's scary, being on a plane and the door just blows off the train.
Well, it goes back to the idea that these planes are not made correctly, and then Boeing has had a bad run. There's a doc out for Boeing to show how they went from the most sophisticated
prestigious
airplanes to being raggedy, cutting corners to try and cut costs.
Well, like they're doing with the trains. Instead of it being like a normal limp train, you got trains going for miles, and that's Biden.
Oh, you mean poor infrastructure?
Well, no, they don't.
They don't want to claim America got poor infrastructure yet.
That's
You're still
not.
stuck.
That's
All
nothing
right.
to do with the train. The reason why the trains are so long is because they don't want to pay to have more train staff.
Yeah, poor infrastructure. Yeah,
that's not poor infrastructure. That's just being cheap.
Same thing. At least it's the same thing. Honorable says no Boeing slander.
Oh, you work at Boeing? She got a good 401k and she gonna retire off that shit. So Honorable saying shit the fuck out of Boeing.
So the door blew up. What would you do if you're sitting next to the door and it just blows open? A person did lose their clothes, apparently a shoe, apparently a shirt.
What am I gonna do?
They were only 19,000 or 16,000 feet in the air. They weren't all the way at.
I'm gonna try and get the fuck out of there. But if I'm in the air, I'm dead. So once that door open, I'm blowing out the damn plane.
You gonna jump?
What you mean I'm gonna jump there? It's gonna suck you out the plane.
Man, I'm holding on to something. I'm holding on to the chair.
Okay.
I'm holding on to a person. Somebody coming with me.
Oh, damn, that's fucked up.
Look, I'm not going alone. If you sit next to me and it's open, you gonna help me
so
stay
if
on
I'm
this
sitting
plane.
next to you, you gonna grab me?
Listen.
Wow.
Listen.
Wow.
I never said that. You put the words in my mouth. I'm saying if this door open, I would hope you'll be a good Samaritan and help me
It's
stay
every
on
man
this
for
plane.
himself.
Help me stay on the plane.
Help me,
please.
Family members do. I used Greyhound from Baltimore to New York. Trains were fast, but no longer are. Driving and flying for me. Did a train to Maryland to pick up my car.
Never again. The tunnels are over me.
The tunnels are all over the U.S., likely making all forms of trafficking easy peasy.
I believe,
and unnoticed.
I definitely
by
believe,
most of us.
I definitely believe places like New York, D.C., Chicago, those places have a lot of tunnel systems. Hey, don't Seattle got an underground city? Or Washington?
Yes, Pioneer Square. Pioneer Square has an underground city too.
Yeah, Washington has an underground city. I'm sure
Regina can educate you on that more, but they do have an underground city. Dude said, not without my brother. We going together. No, we ain't going together. His ass getting pushed off.
Wow. So you gonna kill me. I ain't gonna fly out.
You gonna fly.
Wow.
It's time for you to meet your maker.
I believe. All right,
hopefully you being repentant like hell.
All right, look at this. Let me do this right quick. Hold on, y'all.
George must have got fired by Boeing. Fuck Boeing. Protect the public. Watch them stocks drop to penny stocks. He got fired. Yep, underground city here. Boeing, go ahead. Boeing is slacking. Go ahead. Western Washington thrives off of Boeing. Boeing needs to get their shit together and bring their standards back. I have family in Boeing too. I heard a lot.
Okay. Yep, underground city here. All right, Alaska Airlines paid $1,500 to flight 1282 passengers. That won't stop the lawsuits. Yeah, I hope they didn't think $1,500 gonna stop lawsuits.
Yeah.
The door opened.
The computer.
Oh yeah. Thank you for reminding.
Brandley said Metro tunnels included. Yeah, before they did the Link Light Rail, the buses used to go through the downtown tunnels, but they moved the buses off of the Metro tunnels and put them on the street now. Time to buy Boeing stock. Pizzagate 2.0. Oh, it's 100% charged.
That's the website.
Okay, sit your ass down. I hear about these tunnels from my lodge. Why did you say that, Tommy? Why did you say that?
What you think about?
Like I said, so
you already spoke on that, the 1,500.
What?
The 1,500 they offering the passengers?
Yeah, they offer the passengers $1,500, and the lawyer was like, "Nope, you're not gonna get away with it. The passenger's gonna get more than 15.
Yeah, he's gonna give me a couple $100K.
They're gonna get probably like 50 to $100K.
I don't know about each. Maybe the people who were closer
to the plane that was in danger would probably get more. But there was nobody in those front seats. So luckily, when the door opened, there was nobody that was in those seats.
Let me ask you this question: do pilots have to sign an agreement?
What type of agreement?
That they're not gonna sue if something happened to the plane, since now they're the pilots. Because can they sue?
I'm not for sure.
They don't work for Boeing. They work for the airport. Like,
maybe so.
Or Southwest, or what's the other one?
They'll never work in this town again.
Alaska Airlines, they're the ones who try to pay it off. Or maybe it is. Maybe they,
5 Nigerians versus 1 African American.
All right.
That's what we're going by now.
I've been addressing Tommy being a Mason.
I knew it. I'm not reading it.
And get some Pratt and Whitney stock too. All right, let me show this little video. I don't know why I got this video right here. I probably should put it at a different part, but like it. Speaking of flying or fleeing, that's the word y'all use, ain't it? Calling people tethers. 5 Nigerians versus 1 African American.
Like I said, so my point, for the next 10 years plus, I studied Nigerian culture, I immersed myself in it. You guys still would not call me Nigerian.
Yes, because you still don't have the same.
Even if my ancestry said I was 90% Nigerian, you guys still wouldn't call me that.
Because the answer would still be different, and and I said it depends on how. If you haven't gone through that process of immersing a culture, you can't say we won't accept you. Do that first.
You already answered.
Who said that?
So y'all proving my point. The answer is yes.
You literally said in history as a black person. I'm saying that I'm one, but for you, for example. Your history. No, because you have to let me. You have to let me finish.
We're all from Africa. We're all from.
No, we're not.
I mean, yeah. So he says we're trying to. That's correct.
That's correct. No, it's incorrect.
That is correct.
You're from Africa, nigga.
Nigeria's in Africa. You're African.
But that's a whole continent. Why would you generalize your whole continent?
Why are you disagreeing with me?
Because.
No, but it's valid to say that because you can be Tanzanian. You can. He's just trying to say Africa.
Okay, African. Okay, if you don't know, don't say it. You're African American.
This is what I'm talking about.
She sounds insufferable. She does. Fuck Satan.
It does matter. It's like say I'm from the United Kingdom. United Kingdom's where?
All right, I want to show that video.
No sound.
I'm only showing that video. Now, the conversation he was having was that they were calling themselves Black American. They were calling themselves Black American, and he was like, "You're not Black American. You are whatever. You're Nigerian. You're African."
She sounds like Kiefer.
And she was like,
Lord.
"Because I'm here, I'm Black." He said, "If I went to Nigeria and studied the culture for 10 years and then engulfed myself in it, I wouldn't be able to tell you I'm Nigerian. You would still say I'm African American." So he wasn't trying to be accepted. He was.
Ain't that what I say though?
He was making a separation. I want to ask you this question. At the end there, when he stood up, when he got frustrated, do you think it's better when somebody is able to remain calm during a heated, when a man is able to remain calm in a heated debate with a woman?
It depends on the situation.
What situation is that?
It depends on how aggressive.
So her reaction should dictate yours?
No, it should not.
So
I'm not promoting that, but what I'm saying is sometimes in the midst of an argument, things escalate, and we should all aspire to be able to tame ourselves in the midst of an argument. But shit happens.
Okay. Speaking of another person in a foreign land, let me show this video here.
Man,
check out my story on how I almost got kidnapped and killed in Colombia.
I'm in Colombia on the top of a mountain. All these niggas got probably straps on them. They off coke, nigga, Chris, nigga. They not finna remember what they want to do, what they did to me or why they did what they did to me. Them niggas like, man, I want that camera. I want that phone. I want everything on that nigga, and then we gonna kill him.
And I ain't sending shots. Everybody got a house and I still need a spot. If you listen to a bitch, you gon' turn into a thot. I'd rather fuck with real, stay and hustle on the block. Niggas get rich and turn fake. Spend your money on the snob when this woman...
Nah, he took his ass over to one of those countries.
He wasn't a passport bro, was he?
Apparently he was a passport bro.
Oh, damn. And you
Christian
just...
Key's brother.
You just talked about this shit. Like, I think we were talking about this the other day. Jesse Jackson coined the term African American. We black over here. So you remember you was talking about how if Black American men keep going to these countries, that
at some point you're gonna be seen as a lick.
But they didn't attack him based on him wanting to have their women be his concubine.
No, it was just them saying, "Look, we gotta, you're a target. Sorry,
easy peasy.
You need this bread." But don't they realize it's gonna get more dangerous at some point?
And you have a lot of Black Americans also going to these different countries doing content.
That's the bigger part. You're going to these other countries calling yourself a traveler and want to videotape yourself in these other countries. And at some point, it's like, they're going to look at you as an exploiter. You come here, you going into these hotels, you are quote unquote showing off our country and showing off how it look when really you just here.
Peace out to George. George has to go secure some people. In the words of Kelly Price, all y'all can kiss my ass because it's a lot of ass to kiss.
All right, George, man.
Identity crisis, identity crisis, identity crisis.
Stay safe, bruh. All right.
Rent a cop.
Don't
flashlight.
Why you had to diss the man's job, man?
How am I dissing his job?
You talking about rent a cop. You might be in a steam.
There you go, dude. Made me look like a piece of shit.
But you wait, how I make you look a certain way?
Wow. Do it to me. I'm just trying to have fun.
It's my fault, I guess.
Throwing me under the bus, but nobody will say shit about that.
Jeffrey Epstein list. Did we talk about Angela and?
Oh, we gonna get to it. Yeah, we already talked about Angela, and we talked about that at the beginning.
The very beginning.
About the kiss.
I don't have a what do you call it, DVR on, so you got to wait till we end the live to check on it.
I don't even think it's that dangerous. This seems to be a money grab for the creator. They were trying to live in a foreign country off or donations and super chats.
Well, that's what a lot of them do. It's so cheap there that you can live off of YouTube and donations and stuff.
I'll be on your own kind, huh, Travis?
It'll be your own kind. All right, Jeffrey Epstein lists Google co-founder Sergey.
Rent these nuts, Trick. I knew you weren't gone. I knew you wasn't gone. Rent is due. Jesse didn't create African Americans in the 1700s. Stop the lies. We were calling ourselves African American in the 1700s.
Yeah, there's documentation that people calling themselves African American. But listen,
I'm saying it wasn't a staple. It wasn't something that was like on the books, documented.
Yes, it was. They were saying it. They were writing it in documents, calling it identifying.
When I go and I look at the books where it has you listed under, it says Negro.
There were people using
colored. I don't ever see where it says African American.
It was happening, Travis. Listen, Jeffrey Epstein lists Google co-founder Sergey Brin, his ex-wife.
The Pacer. Sorry.
Jeffrey Epstein lists Google co-founder Sergey Brin, his ex-wife, vacation on pedophile island. So the Google co-founder has been jammed up. Ain't got much to say about that. We can move on. Defense Secretary Austin hospitalized since Monday due to complications.
There's also news tonight involving U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin. Late today, the Pentagon.
After a minor procedure at the Pentagon.
I would say this is kind of scary. You being a president and you don't know that your defense secretary is hospitalized.
Keep in mind, this defense secretary has only one boss. It's the president. The only person he answers to is the president. So if he is in ICU getting surgery and you don't tell nobody, keep in mind, there's a whole bunch of shit going on. Iran, China, Russia, Ukraine,
yeah, we're under
Israel.
attack.
Now you just bomb Yemen. Like, there's a lot of stuff going on for you to just disappear for.
You can't do that.
2 days, 3 days without telling somebody. But let's move forward. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin hospitalization deepens mystery as his absence. His number 2 at the Patreon didn't learn of his hospital stay until days after he was admitted. Then you got this. Biden says Austin showed lapse in judgment regarding hospitalization.
Oh, he would say that about a black man.
But he did say in the same thing that he was not thinking about firing him.
Well, you're trying to get the black vote. You're not going to fire the defense secretary. I mean, the defense secretary. Yeah, you're not going to fire them.
Well, you should. It's called AWOL.
How did he go? He's in the fucking hospital. How did he go AWOL?
You're not allowed. You have to be in the military. You don't own your body.
So maybe he did say something and word just never got to him.
No, he says he didn't say nothing because it would have got to him. Lloyd Austin first went to the hospital on December 22nd. So this is further back than they even thought. And like I said, Biden already said he's not going to fire him. You got Trump on social media saying he should be fired. Obviously, it's political at this point. What you think? You think there's something nefarious going on, or this is just a little simple operation that he just didn't want to tell nobody about?
I think it's more to it. That's just strange to me that you would have a surgery and you wouldn't let the president of the United States know that you're going under surgery. Maybe he's being cloned.
And he only told his number 2 a couple of days after he was already in the hospital. They found out.
If he start walking different, acting different, that's a clone.
All right, go ahead.
Yes. Link to the AME Church. Free black self-identified as African American. You indigenous. Regina, you can search Philadelphia where pastors used it. You can search when our people briefly moved to Haiti. They called themselves African American. Also, you can search the establishment of AME Church. Correction, was actually Pennsylvania, not Philadelphia. Thanks. Biden has no clue about what's going on anyway. He don't have a clue.
Is this more of a critique on...
He don't even know how to wipe his ass.
Is this more of a critique on Lloyd Austin or Biden?
Critique on who?
Is this more of a critique, him not telling him, on Biden or Lloyd Austin?
Lloyd Austin.
So it could be seen that he didn't think Biden even... He's so mentally gone. Me telling him...
I'm sure he told Obama.
Now, that's another thing. It said he didn't tell Biden and his staff.
Obama knew. And so did Michelle. I mean...
Also...
Michael.
Did it show that the Secretary of Defense is not a necessary position? If you can disappear for days and...
Well, you always have somebody underneath you that can fill your position. When you go on vacation, they fill in for him.
You know what I'm saying? Does that mean that position is just a title?
No, that's like
really
me.
Necessary.
That's like me being in charge where I am in my position. There
but
would be.
You can't use that because if you don't go, it's gonna be constantly. So you can't. He was able to disappear and Not much. Nobody knew.
All managers have assistants.
The point of the matter is nobody needed him on the phone during those days.
Well,
you can't go days without being on the phone.
Maybe he already has something in place.
Yeah, okay.
Where if something happens, they know what to do.
I agree with Keeper. He's just the face, I think.
Y'all mentioned not to be allowed to do Instacart. I am so stressed. Looking at the damn cart get replaced with bullshit.
All right, let me show this now. This story right here. Because the election time is back, baby. They on the trail for real right now.
I'm not getting invested in it.
Biden courts critical black voters in South Carolina decrying white supremacy.
Ooh, and I can't wait till he showed a picture who was hugging him and being around him.
Let me say this. I've said this before, that black people only view us through our trauma publicly. We're only viewed through our trauma and transgressions that's came against. That's how people view us, as perpetual victims in public. The fact that every time these people talk about you politically, every time they mention you, it's, hey, white supremacy. Hey, they killing y'all. It's like at some point, yeah, that's a problem. But what about these other things that we're talking about? These economic and social things we're asking for.
Reparations.
That you want to address.
That's not important.
You want to talk about this. Like, okay, we get it, but...
And then you got a white supremacist talking about it. That's crazy. I don't know what had happened.
All right, let me show this next one. The New York Times said in South Carolina, Biden and Harris test policy-heavy pitch to black voters.
Oh, now he got her out. Now she's back out and about. Show that picture.
She needed it in California. He need her in California, I mean to say. You see
South Carolina. There's no way they could be viewing us through our trauma. They don't really give a fuck.
No. They do view you through your trauma. The problem is they look at you as somebody who don't know how to get out of it. They blame you for being in your trauma. So they blame you for the trauma that happened to you.
I only debate my equals. All others I teach.
John Henry
Clark. L, black women. Look at the black women.
President Biden posed for a photograph with supporters at a restaurant on Monday in Charleston, South Carolina. Black voters have expressed frustration with the Biden administration for falling short on his key campaign promises. Pete Maravich of the New York Times.
That's what happened when you vote Democrat. You start losing your edges.
Oh, shit.
That's what happened.
So Biden is going to South Carolina to kiss up. Keep in mind, South Carolina will be voting first this time, not Ohio.
Regina said, heck, we only view ourselves via our trauma, past, present, future. Forever victimhood. It would be nice if we balanced out the triumphants.
I agree.
Too.
That's why I said we built our identity through our traumas.
Those are elders, the worthless boomer generation. Boomer. We have a long history of triumphants, but we either don't know, never knew, or just have forgotten. God remembers.
Always remembers.
God's remember.
Biden returns to South Carolina, hoping the state can save him again. And like I said, remember, South Carolina is voting first this time, not Ohio. Remember they flipped it around? South Carolina voting first.
Yeah,
so that's why he's going there early, because he got to start out.
Will the blacks of South Carolina fall for the bullshit?
All right, let's play it.
And not what we should know. We should know the good, the bad.
I know you stress your man daily.
That's what great nations do, and we're a great nation, the greatest of all nations. We're not perfect, but at our best, we learn from our past and we look to the future. A nation continuously striving to be a more perfect union. I'm here to speak to another truth. It's because of this congregation and the black community of South Carolina, and not an exaggeration than Jim Clyburn, that I stand here today as your president, because of all of you.
And they clap after admitting that he didn't do none of the promises. Anyway.
They're supposed to say boo.
Let me read that.
It's not victimhood. There's only one room for one group to be victims. The global society has decided the title is only for the untouchables.
Well, answer this, Honorable. Whenever any other group want to say they've done wrong, who do they compare themselves to?
Blacks.
So who is viewed as the victims?
Black
like I said,
Americans.
the reason why they don't respect blacks is because they view us as somebody who who perpetuated our own trauma and we don't get out of it. But they are part of the reason. Anyway, we ain't got to go that far into it. But yeah.
Disgusting watching politicians and actors in church.
Yeah.
Definitely ain't happily married. Idiots. Wait. This is the fish fry crowd. Oh, they're under a spell.
We got to watch the rest of that. Biden is in South Carolina now kissing ass. Let's play what Jim Clyburn had to say.
My concern is much more with black voters getting the right information, getting all of the information so that they will be informed voters. That's my concern. I believe very strongly that this president has done what is necessary to earn the support of African Americans all over this country. But I'm also concerned that when we report these results, they don't always tell the full story.
Well, we don't believe you. You need more people.
And another thing popped out. You didn't see this, did you?
Yes, I saw Angela Rye.
Pop back out. It's time. Election season is upon us.
Who not looking bad?
I ain't gonna lie.
With lettuce and tomato on the side, that rye bread will get you. That's Jewish bread too. The rye bread.
What happened with her in common?
But look who she got next to her. And look at Joy Reid with that badass wig on.
Y'all finally,
that shit looked terrible.
Y'all finally bullied Joy Reid to change her hair.
And she still look a mess.
Let me ask y'all this question. What happened to Common?
Your girl, LOL.
What happened to Common?
Man, Common won't hit now. I mean, she's stunting.
Say what you want. Common got a roster. The names on Common
beard
list,
roster.
The names on Common roster is pretty. I'm just saying.
I can accept that they don't respect us, but are having never been able to be victims on this nation, independent party, your girl, LOL, NC, South Carolina, Maryland, my states are some of the worst I've encountered. North Carolina is a conservative state.
Yeah, it's pretty conservative.
It's pretty conservative. What blacks have you been around?
But back to this. Charlemagne's been brought back out. They're still trying to push him into politics. Angela Rye's now carrying him around like a trinket. They brought him on Readout to talk about why black people don't want to vote for Biden. He's trying to be I don't want to say pro-black. He's trying to be the black political voice now for the quote-unquote unheard.
Like his loafers.
They're trying to make Charlemagne the black political voice for the unheard. So let me play what he had to say.
When people are calling you, and specifically black people, what are they saying they feel they have not gotten out of having voted consistently for Democrats and for Joe Biden?
Upward mobility. Simple as that. Like, people want security, and a lot of that security is financial. Like, it's simple and plain. And it's been, whether it was President Obama, whether it was, all the way back to Clinton to now Joe Biden, they feel like the Democratic Party has never promised that. And it's like right now the problem I'm having with my listeners, what am I supposed to tell them? Like, what am I supposed to tell them other than, look, man, Donald Trump is the fascist. You may think things can't get worse, but they absolutely positively can. But if they feel like, I've already lived through a Trump presidency. I lived through Reagan. How much worse can that get? Like, it's like, what do I tell them? They're not afraid of just telling them to go out and vote because of fear anymore.
When people
now, he made a good point at the end. I will say, you're not gonna get people. I pray you won't be able to fearmonger black people. But we said this last election, and we thought, oh, niggas ain't gonna fall for it, and then
they fell for it.
They did it once again.
I woke up and I was stressed. I went to bed stressed.
These niggas, man.
I am glad.
Now, I also want to show this right here.
Regina says, certain words I'm using, the algorithm isn't posting my comments. Lord, censorship bullshit. Million Man March equal Million Man Army. Unity will solve all
I'm not talking somebody make a problem. Pastor Darby said that if he was at a Million Man March, he would have went up there and told them to take their ass home to your kids and your wife.
NC is a vaccination church and a big Biscuitville eating bitches.
Damn.
What? Hold on now. Wait a minute.
Come on now, bro. You talking crazy about home now.
I don't know. I'll take them biscuit eating big bitches over them Snoop ass looking bitches from Baltimore.
Wow.
Y'all, they can't even fucking talk.
All right, go ahead. Charles is a perfect example of why we can't support all black men. We celebrate him and talking about mental health. Why is this political commentator? Well, they've been trying to push him into politics for like 6 years. So
I can't believe he said that.
Yeah, that was crazy. You just dissed the whole state, my whole state. Come on,
he been talking shit about North Carolina for a minute.
But they probably welcomed you with open arms.
They did.
But anyway, this video.
Your arm.
They open arms.
Woo, child.
All right, but anyway, this video right here, he made a point about what Biden should do to win. And look where he told Biden he should go in order to win.
I am glad that Joe Biden decided to go. I'm glad that Joe Biden decided to speak. But the truth of the matter is he's speaking to the choir, literally and figuratively. The speech that he gives at Mother Emanuel is not going to move the needle if the larger way we're looking at this is his soft support amongst African Americans. It's not soft support because black people don't like Joe Biden per se. It's that black voters, who are the backbone of the Democratic Party, don't necessarily feel that he has been an active fighter on black voters' behalf, especially in the face of sort of white supremacy and white nationalism on the other side. So again, nice speech. Very moving, very emotional. I don't know that it's doing enough. If I were Joe Biden, I'm not trying to be glib when I say this, Joy, but if I were Joe Biden, he is 2 or 3 months behind in talking to Charlemagne again. He's 2 or 3 months behind between, knocking on doors and getting into communities in ways he should be, putting out Vice President Kamala Harris. Quite frankly, right now, if I were in Joe Biden's office, I would be calling Shannon Sharp, right?
Are you freaking kidding me?
If Shannon Sharp bring Joe Biden on his podcast, it's going to tank him.
It will hurt him. Now, listen to what he's saying. He's basically saying chase an audience, chase numbers. He's saying that if Joe Biden wants to reach politically black people, he should go see Charlemagne again.
Synthetic wig is horrible.
He should go see Charlemagne again, which is, I don't know if Breakfast Club ever won anybody an election. I don't think they have.
They have not.
Now you want to send him to Shannon Sharp?
If Shannon Sharp invites Joe Biden on his platform, it will tank.
If it's going to change, you can't have Cat Williams on your platform speaking quote unquote truth to power and then turn around and put Biden on the same platform. If you bring, let me say this. Okay, answer this question for me. If Joe Biden goes on Shannon Sharp's platform, but he's very pushed back, like he's very, look, man, you ain't did it. He's really calling him out. Would you be accepting of it?
No.
Why?
I don't want it.
I'm just saying.
Shannon Sharp is not a political person. I don't want him speaking to Joe Biden. I want somebody who is politically intelligent to sit down and have a conversation with Joe Biden. I don't want none of them doing it.
Okay, let me ask this question. If he has Biden and he has Trump, both candidates, would you be okay with that then?
Sitting down together?
Not together.
No,
separately.
they got to be sitting down together.
He's not going to host a debate.
Why not?
Trump might not mind it, I don't know. But I don't think he want a debate.
No.
Let me ask y'all in the chat. Would you be okay with Shannon Sharp interviewing Joe Biden if a couple weeks later he interviewed Donald Trump? Go ahead.
Welcome me with them fat back arms. You are. Did y'all see how the people say NC is not a part of the South?
Yeah, y'all bullshitting.
And they are fucking crazy. We are not mid-Atlantic like Virginia.
Now, how do you
We are
Virginia
the South.
after defending North Carolina?
Because Virginia is not the South.
There's some people say it is.
It's not.
Definitely a lot of slave ships started there. It was
Blonde haired. Just wait a minute.
The South
slave does not they are not the South.
The Mississippi.
Dude, they don't.
All right.
Blonde hair, synthetic wigs, and HD is horrible.
Lord.
Shannon Sharp is part of the system. Wake the fuck up. I see that he's saying the churches aren't necessary for 2024 run because they're already going to vote. I lost a lot of friends because of voting for Trump last election.
I still say fuck you.
Damn right. If Shannon has him on the show, it's dead. No. Tommy, people rejecting you over Trump is serious spells, especially folks mad at him but now seeing Biden is the same and worse.
Exactly.
Keep them both off the show. There are more people who speak and have more in common with Shannon than you think.
That's true.
I didn't vote for Trump, just didn't endorse Biden, and that happened to be me, Tommy. Yeah, I didn't
vote for either.
I didn't vote for either one, but I was wishing one got in.
Well, you should have voted.
No.
Right? I mean, like literally, he should be speaking to a wider array of black people than just going to Mother Emanuel. We all know that he's on the right side of that history, but he also needs to be a part of the future.
The problem with that is, it's funny how one interview, one video can just make your platform necessary to a lot of people.
You talking about the cat?
Because you did an interview with Cat Williams that got like 47 million in a couple of days.
He's a spokesperson for the black community now.
That's what I'm saying. You're now the face of the black community and black media.
And nobody gave him that honor.
But hey, you went and watched it, and you got people dissing. You got people dissing Willie D for releasing his interview, saying that he's clout chasing. Because he said he did his interview a few months ago. And they're like, well, why you just not released it?
Because he's trying to get the views.
And he did get it. They said
He's telling the truth.
They said it was a bad interview.
Tell Joe to go on Willie D.
Hey, Willie D might be a good one for him. He's into politics.
I don't think I would
He's into politics.
To that.
He's into politics.
But
and stuff.
Shannon, no. That's a flat out no. Not on my watch.
And y'all need to stop dissing Willie D. Y'all said he's a terrible interview. He's boring.
I never said that.
I ain't talking about you.
I did say I prefer.
You did say that too. Yeah. Just lied and I believed you.
Well, that means I'm good.
No, my kind heart.
The interview was horrible.
Look. Y'all dissing Willie D. Leave Willie D alone.
The interview.
Willie D won intellectual
I fell asleep on Willie D interview. I'm just saying.
It was an intellectual interview where he was asking deep philosophical questions about society and black people.
Did you watch the whole interview?
No, I did not.
So be quiet. You talking all this bullshit.
But
you watched the whole entire Shannon Sharp video with Cat Williams.
Because we like mess and drama. We all fucked up.
So now you gonna keep it real.
We all fucked up.
Worst question asked ever. The fuck out of here.
We fucked up. We like drama. That's messed up. Because Willie D was talking about Farrakhan and the black community and the black leaders and stuff. And all he did on Shannon Sharp was call out hypocrites in Hollywood, and we like that more.
Willie D should have just sprinkled a little bit
of bullshit in it.
It was the reiteration of things he already said on Shannon Sharp.
But he said that his interview was first.
What's CC's?
His interview was before Shannon. It was months ago, apparently. Even though he looked like he wearing the same thing, so I don't know how old his interview is.
Club Shay Shay. Trash questions.
Maybe the interview with Shannon Sharp was like 2-3 months old. He just dropped it in the beginning of the year on purpose.
I got it, Shantae. Club Shay Shay.
Yeah, you gotta.
Fuck y'all.
Watch Devin was. Oh yeah, we showed a little clip of that. That was a good one. I saw that one. He was talking about pretty much the same thing as Cat, but he probably went a little more into it. Club Shawshank. All right, let me get back to this. Obama believes there'd be incalculable damage if Trump wins. The fear mongering.
Oh, like it was with you.
Travis. Oh wow, Shantae. You broke Travis' heart with that. Travis be slow sometimes. It's okay. Wow. You realize you just broke Travis' heart. Travis and Duke, are you see the interaction with Hunter and the press asked him what kind of crack he smoked? I thought that was fake. I thought somebody put that over the video. Maybe they did ask him for real, but I thought it was fake.
No, Shannon told the story of booking, definitely just recorded.
Okay. So I don't want to diss Cat by saying this, but wasn't he wearing the same thing?
I don't think he was wearing the same thing. He just had his jacket off. He's wearing the same thing. He just had his jacket off. I'm giving Travis grace. Okay. No, you're not giving me grace, Shantae.
Oh.
If you want to go there, we could go there. Now, you're not giving me grace.
Oh, let's move forward before y'all start.
The things.
Let's see what Miss Obama had to say about the election.
That keep me up because you don't have control over them. Mm-hmm. And you wonder, where are we in this?
Oh, they really did ask him that?
No. They asked him what type of crack he smoked.
I thought that was edited. Somebody just put it over the video. Dang. I saw them ask him, did he smoke crack? And he just ignored it. What type of crack do you smoke?
Oh, maybe that's his favorite hat.
No, I'm talking about the shirt.
Oh, Michael.
Okay. I should do it right now, but I don't feel like doing it. Go to the Shannon Sharp interview and then go to Willie D. He's wearing the same shirt. He just got his jacket off with Willie D. He's wearing the same headscarf. That's why I thought it was recorded at the same time. Somebody lying, pretty much. Either he lying, Willie D lying, or Shannon lying.
That's y'all forever first lady. Forever my lady.
This is what Miss Obama had to say about Trump possibly winning another election.
The things that keep me up because you don't have control over them. Mm-hmm. And you wonder, where are we in this? Where are our hearts? What's going to happen in this next election? I am terrified about what could possibly happen because our leaders matter. Who we select, who speaks for us, who holds that bully pulpit. It affects us in ways that sometimes I think people take for granted.
So more fear mongering for not vote for Trump. Also, whatever happened to her and Obama's podcast?
Maybe it exists. They're just not getting any numbers. Cat makes you think. He said that he was really good friends with Prince.
He said that him and Prince shared commonalities in clothes, women, and cars. Fashion, women, and cars. So
Trump keep her up. More fear mongering. Michael, it's not that serious. These last 4 years have been a nightmare. It has. It's been fucking terrible.
Exactly. She said who we select. Well, she might have been trying to speak from a position of the public. Who we vote for is who we select.
I would love for him to check with you about suggesting he repeat looks with all the money he got. So she said that she want Cat to come up here and check your ass.
I'm just saying.
She want him to do a good roasting. He lied. No way him and Prince was like that. Women.
Did he do? Prince? Hold on. Look at the women Cat Williams.
She got a phony tail on too.
Look at the women that Prince has been connected to. And look at the women Cat Williams have been connected to. Is it that much different?
Who? Who now?
Prince and Cat Williams.
Well, first of all, Cat Williams says he doesn't deal with white women.
Prince deal with white women?
Yes, Prince had white women, Hispanic women, black women.
That's a lie then, I guess.
Cat Williams says he doesn't deal with.
Well, no. He said all women are beautiful, all women are perfect, but he decided not to deal with white women because it's a danger. He's scared of them. It could lead
he still didn't want to fuck with them.
It's the same reason, but he just
like
said,
the same women.
What women Cat been connected to? What's that woman name? The one he said went to Dubai and got shitted on. I can't think of her name right now. Hold on, let me see.
He was flirting with Sherry Shepherd.
He supposed to be dating her.
Cat don't be with racially ambiguous women.
Cat Williams.
I mean, maybe he just keeps his.
Yeah.
No, that's Tori.
What's her name? Hazel E.
Hazel E is ambiguous. Her father is Jewish and her mother is black, so she would be on the
ambiguous side.
My cousin Skeeter, LOL. Cat don't like light skin, weird faced women. Not cousin Bernie. You ain't gonna find nothing, dude. Not gonna find nothing. Not gonna find nothing.
Well, he don't make his private life public. Only woman he's been connected to publicly is Hazel E, apparently.
Which would be an ambiguous.
To what do you call it? A wide-faced, light-skinned woman.
Old banana in a pail.
Old banana in a tailpipe, huh? All right. This next video is what happened when Biden went to South Carolina at the AME church, when the Palestinian protesters interrupted a black church to speak about what's going on in Israel. Let me show the video now.
If you really care about the lives lost here, then you should honor the lives lost and call for a ceasefire in Palestine. Ceasefire now! Ceasefire now! Ceasefire now!
That's all right. That's all right.
It's funny because I look at this black girl right here. She like she don't want to be there, and I see the hair. I'm not gonna dress it. She look like she don't even want to be there. Like she know there's some backlash gonna come with coming to a black church to talk about some Palestinian shit. But it's probably her friend. She cool with them and she along with it.
That's all right. That's all right. That's all right. That's all right.
We ain't gotta put her bit. What do you think about them interrupting?
Just take that wig and shift it.
Just shift it.
Just shift it a little bit.
You think it's disrespectful? Do you think that was disrespectful for them to go into that church at that moment when he's centering black people in black politics to speak on Palestine?
I would say that, well, we have to say, have black people ever gone into a space that was for another group of people and centered their issues in a place that wasn't for them? Has that ever happened?
Well, you gotta compare it to, did we ever go into a synagogue, a Catholic church, or anything like that to talk black issues? No. We're not talking about a coffee shop.
But they weren't having like a church service. They were having a political thing. So it wasn't like a spiritual thing. It was more political.
It's still a holy site.
So you're saying it's sacred.
They don't always talk politics in the synagogue and the Catholic church.
So the church is sacred.
It's supposed to be, yes.
Even though they're doing all this sort of shit in the church, it's sacred.
grounds. That's the point.
But it's not. It's bullshit.
Go ahead, man.
She did have the shit. They were serious about disrupting in the black church.
She definitely had that face like, I ain't really want to do this, but okay, y'all, I'm gonna go along with it.
There's something to be said about people not giving a fuck about black elders. No respect to the churches or the black elders. Like something is you.
See, they're doing it. Yeah, they've done it every place. Else. I agree, Kiefer. They've done it everywhere.
Sad.
They did it in what's that place?
It's
when
still
they
a house of worship.
When they put their hands on the older black lady at the political gathering, I think it was in Detroit. Remember that?
I believe so.
When they put their hands on the older elders in Detroit at a political meeting for black people, so they've been doing it.
This is the place where you can guarantee folks ain't thinking.
Oh yeah, that's what the pastor said. Now, let me point this out. This is the last part I'm going to point out about this. What do you think about the demographics of the people in there listening to him?
It's all sorts of.
It's particularly white.
Okay, then. So what? That's what I'm saying. It's not black people. They're not even the majority in the church. So what are we talking about here?
Most of the people in the church are white. In a black church, talking about black people.
They love you. They can't stop being around you.
Oh Lord. Go ahead.
So let's.
These kids are products of gentle parenting. They've never been told nor or gotten their ass beat.
Political correct church in the Mount Zion here in Seattle.
I've been to that church.
What political correct?
Mount Zion.
Mount Zion. Oh, okay.
Is that in the Central District, Regina? I think I've been to that church.
Let me.
Lamont.
Let me play Lamont, who's defending the pro-Palestinian.
Oh,
activists.
you know he fuck with the Palestinians.
Let me play what he had to say. He actually sound like you. I'm being honest. He said the same thing you said. It's not a real service.
You trying to put me in that liberal Democratic shield on the same? Fuck out.
Let's be very clear here. Yes, the black church must be respected. The black tradition must be respected. The black religious rituals must be respected. But this wasn't a religious service. It was a campaign speech. So the first question you got to ask to me is, why is Joe Biden giving a campaign speech? If something untoward, if something morally atrocious, if something disturbing and disgusting happened, it wasn't that people interrupted Joe Biden in the pulpit. It was the fact that Joe Biden was allowed in the pulpit.
Now, his point here would be that it's disrespectful to allow Biden even in the church.
I agree. With his political views in the past, and that he tries to not present in the present, it would be disrespectful having Biden up there.
If protesters interrupted Donald Trump inside of a black church, and some of y'all Negroes invited him in y'all churches too. Some of y'all Negroes invited Donald Trump into your pulpits.
How Donald Trump?
Some of y'all religious leaders say, "Come on in, Master Trump," and y'all let him in your.
So wait, is it Master Biden too? Is it only bad when it's Trump?
Pulpit. If people had stood up and protested Donald Trump when he gave a campaign stump speech from the pulpit on a Monday, would we be crying foul?
Boule Lamont.
Of course not. Would we be angry then?
Divisiveness.
I don't think so. We'd say, oh, well, we have to speak truth to power. Oh, we got to tell the truth. Oh, we got to do the right thing. So y'all ain't got a problem with protests in the church. Y'all got a problem with people protesting Democrats in the church.
Well, he just flipped this on being pro-Democrat. It's crazy.
He's bring Kiefer say, if I saw this crybaby in the street, I'd throw a tampon at him.
Damn.
I'm so sick of hearing this crybaby.
Jamaican, Croatian. He said that he was being sarcastic with that comment, that he's not Jamaican, Croatian, that was him being sarcastic.
Uncle said too much divisiveness. Honorable, Lamont is an agent. He's been exposed. Bringer said the greatest robbery to commit every Sunday is for you, is for your mind and your money.
Greatest robbery.
Greatest robbery ever.
All right. Let me play this right here. This is going to make you sad. Look at this.
For known, I'm going to try to get through this.
We all agree, but a black man approved
Thank
it.
you.
So next.
For what you did 3 years ago today.
Please
my God.
tell me your thoughts on this 3rd anniversary.
Oh my God, this guy.
We are.
Negro is Crump. What is up with black men and crime?
What's his name? He was married to the white
Van
Jewish
Jones.
woman, Van Jones. Bitch ass,
he
always
did.
fucking
Thank
crying.
you.
On
Thank
fucking
Thank you.
MSNBC or CNN.
Thank you for what you did. What he do?
Take that tampon straight out your. Put it in.
Throw it at him.
Throw it at him.
Just throw a whole bunch of tampons at the damn car when he drive by.
All women, just pull out your tampons and throw it at his ass.
Come on, man.
Get through this.
He can't even get through it.
Thank you
Thank you. Thank you.
for what you did.
I'll be
3 years
texting
ago
you
today.
later.
Please tell me your thoughts on this 3rd anniversary.
Now, why I feel like the white dude who didn't want to get
graphical.
Well, listen, why is it the white dude seemed like he didn't want to make it emotional, but because the black dude getting emotional, he had a fake emotion, like, yeah, like he didn't want to get emotional. But the black dude,
He
like,
said this bitch ass nigga crying, so
I got this bitch ass nigga crying in front
another
of me.
college boule.
We are
Bougie nigga.
still in the midst of the same.
Does he get a
fight that
bonus check
began,
for this performance?
on
It was Oscar season. I guess he was trying to get one, like
He trying to get an Emmy.
like what's his name? Old boy from New York, the mayor, former governor or mayor.
The white, yeah.
What's the former mayor, former governor of New York? Cuomo. He got he trying to get
Andrew
his.
Cuomo.
Andrew Cuomo. He trying to get his Emmy. Shit.
This white dude also looked like he was thinking, this nigga.
Exactly. He's like, this nigga. I know this nigga ain't crying in front of me. Just emasculating yourself. How do you do it? 3 years.
God, you white people are something special.
You're so special, white man.
God, I love you. Don Lemon.
He the new Don Lemon, probably. Anyway,
Yeah, lemonade.
a breach of
Lord.
Yemeni sovereignty. Biden becomes 4th U.S. president to bomb Yemen. Keep in mind, Yemen was getting starved for a long time. You look at pictures of Yemen children, how they was completely
So the Obama
malnourished.
administration has done it again.
So they kept up with the Trump and the Obama and the Bush administration has done. They bombed Yemen again. Then you got this. South Africa's genocide case against Israel. Both sides play heavy on emotion in ICJ hearing. So now they're in court because South Africa has filed a motion to say,
We
it's
need that brother
genocide.
jumped at the judge or his ass.
Yeah, we need somebody to jump from behind the camera and just whoop his ass behind the table.
Jumped at the judge on his ass. He crying.
Get your ass away.
Stop crying, motherfucker.
Beat that.
I'm gonna beat your ass.
You lightweight cupcake ass nigga. All right. South Africa sued, accused Israel of genocide. They're now in courts. Israel has played their side. South Africa has gave their side. I don't know. But look at this right here. With genocide case against Israel, South Africa challenged Western-led order. After arguing its genocide case against Israel on the International Court of Justice, South Africa won praise for standing up for Palestinians under Israeli bombardment in Gaza. But the biggest thing that came from this is the criticism towards South Africa. Biden came out against South Africa.
We know that was gonna happen.
But remember this dude right here? I can't remember his name. I should know his name. Dude who ran for office and had a stroke, couldn't talk and stuff.
Well, judging by how he built, we know why he had a stroke.
No, he was skinny back then. He gained weight. Or he was skinnier, should I say. He came out and guess what he brought up to say South Africa shut their damn mouth. Guess what he brought up? The white genocide. The South Africans who was kicking the white farmers out. He basically saying that was a form of genocide. And it's like you comparing the white people who literally had them under, what's it called? South Africa. Apartheid and all that other stuff. You're comparing them, kicking them out to what's going on in Israel. Let me play what he had to say.
Should have never invited him in.
And now let's also
Fetterman, that's his name.
We're talking about genocide. And now South Africa is bringing that kind of a trial. Maybe South Africa being able to sit this one out when they're talking about criticizing Sit it out.
Oh, the United States went and grabbed him.
Now, keep in mind, this is supposed to be a liberal, super socialist,
told
who's
y'all
saying
about
the same thing as the conservatives. Because when it comes to that one country, the protected, the untouchables, everybody's in alignment to always be on their side publicly.
You know who they are.
Every black, white, Hispanic, every politician understand that there's one people you cannot come against.
Every night they need 2 rollers to get them curls.
Every night I gotta prove
my love.
All right, let's play. This is the final
final countdown.
It's the last tab we got, y'all. Hope we ain't keep you too long.
Then y'all can go and wash your asses.
All society is in the line. Every last country. Somebody gonna break loose at some point, though. France decided not to help United States bomb Yemen, though.
Oh.
And France been kind of playing nice with Russia. We'll see what happens with that. NYC students forced to go remote as city houses nearly 2K migrants at their school, and one mom goes off. Let me read that again. NYC students forced to go remote as the city nearly houses nearly 2K migrants at their school, and one mom goes off. They are taking students out of the school, out of the classroom, to allow migrants to stay in. We just saw in the pandemic that at-home learning don't work for a lot of students.
Yeah.
A lot of people dropped out. A lot of people were behind in grades. Reading level has dropped tremendously. Why would you then force people to be put on at-home learning when you know it didn't work?
Well, we know the parents are mad for 2 reasons.
The kid got to be home now. They tired of
But it's better to homeschool your kids.
But they're not homeschooling. They learn from a laptop at school. I mean, at home.
I mean, you have to step in and teach your kids.
Then the teacher got to worry about mamas walking around butt naked behind them.
Learning is only for the rich.
That's a good one.
We need a doomsday bunker compound.
Well, historically, when you look at every civilization, the wealthiest people were the smartest people that had access to education. Only in America, when they created this, well, not America, Germany, they got it from Germany. This new school system to pump people from school to workforce.
To indoctrinate you and program you.
To program you to society, to push you into the workforce. That's a German thing, but yeah.
Enjoy a strong end versus a weak one, everybody. Peace.
All right. Let me
And Regina said she got to go.
Regina said y'all
taking too long.
All right, let me play this right here.
From Brooklyn, New York, we have a diaspora that can absorb a significant number of these migrants. And when I hear colleagues talk about the doors of the inn being closed, no room in the inn, I'm saying, I need more
the
people
flip
in my
side,
district,
good
but
boys,
just for
stay focused and keep pushing.
And
that's what she said.
I need more people in my district, but just for redistricting purposes.
She just said it out loud. I need these people for redistricting purposes. I need them to keep my damn seat.
The migrants?
Yes. Then they need the population to be bigger so they have more political power pool, I guess. This is at the airport.
But if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, you wouldn't be worried about that shit.
And
that's crazy.
And they still come by the boatload. Now let me play this right here.
Most importantly, if you have an extra room or suite in your home, please consider hosting a family. Safe housing and shelter is our most pressing need.
Shaking my head, damn
Become
right.
a sponsor family. You can contact the Brazilian Worker Center for
This
more
is Massachusetts.
You can step up if you're willing to have
A northern state.
be part of your family. If you're a local official, a college president, a business owner, or a faith leader with an available building or space in your community, please work with us to offer it as a shelter site. If you're a social service provider, please consider becoming an emergency assistance homeless shelter provider. Our resources are stretched thin there as well.
Let me ask a question. In every state that has pushed the, hey, citizens, allow these migrants to live with you, and what state has it went over well with the population? It's pissed every population off.
Yeah.
So why are you, I guess you got to ask, I guess.
It's eye-opening that illegal immigration is more about out with the old, in with the new, and building voter rolls.
Yep.
Nope. Are they paying? Is it illegal to send them home?
Well, they could send them home, but they want the numbers. Migrants get up to 2 years free rent for a new apartment.
That's crazy.
That is
crazy.
This is in Maine.
So you know what's going to start happening is Americans are going to start taking it into their own hands.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not paying rent for 2 years either. Which you have some squatters out here that do that anyway.
They already do that. Pandemic kind of expanded that even more.
But you're going to have Americans saying, oh, I'm not paying rent for 2 years either.
A new program in Maine will provide asylum seekers with free housing for up to 2 years as cities across the country continue grappling with the influx of migrants. So as we can see now,
what
places like New York and Chicago are starting to push the migrants out more.
Well, that's for the election.
Yeah, so they pushing them out more. So we'll see how that goes in the next.
So
year or two.
what apartment complexes or buildings going to offer them to have? So they're going to be paying them. Is that what I'm hearing? The government is going to be paying them. Okay.
The United States has an influx of migrants into the country. Yada yada yada. Finding homes for migrants have been tough. Yada yada. Maine plans to open 60 new apartments for migrants, with 24 of the units already completely, according to the local news station. The units are specifically planned for migrants waiting their work permits, a process that can take more than a year. The program is being led by Maine State Housing Authority.
Wait a minute.
Reported.
They're building brand new buildings?
Yes.
So they're going to get the stainless steel refrigerator and stove, and they're not even going to put the microwave over the stove.
And remember, they was against certain environments when they was staying at these Ritz Hotel and all that shit.
Yeah, the microwave cannot be under the stove. That's classless.
They have standards. So this is going to be high class living, more than likely.
I want the microwave on the other side
of the room, please.
By the sink, underneath,
In an
not
island.
above on the counter. It takes up space.
In an island, please. So 60 new apartments, and they already built 24 of them for them. So,
and I want granite tile.
Illinois will allow some non-citizens to be police, but only those authorized to work and own a gun. We talked about this before. This is just an update on it. Nothing more to say.
Somehow this is better than paying African Americans reparations.
It always is. And I want to show what Nikki Haley had to say about using the term illegal alien.
But let's keep in mind, these people that are wanting to come here, they want to come for a better life too. They have kids too. They have a heart too. We don't need to be disrespectful. We don't need to talk about them as criminals. They're not. They're families that want a better life, and they're desperate to get here.
Well,
so
she's
left
a
side,
migrant.
Left side, right side, they all have the same agenda.
Well, I think she's particularly saying that because she's Indian. So she knows how it feels to come here or have family members that's illegal. So that's why she's saying that bullshit.
Point of the matter is, both sides want illegals in the country.
I can't stand her.
The Republicans want to
make it make sense.
The Republicans want these people in the country just as much as the Democrats.
Are they paying them to build the apartments as well? Might be. They might be
right,
building their
right.
own place.
They might be building their
paying
own.
them to build their own place, and then they get free rent
to live there. He's talking to the libs.
Damn right.
We'll see, because we know a lot of these Republicans own these. A lot of them own businesses, are very wealthy, and a lot of the people they hire, I'm sure, are illegal people that can pay under the table.
True.
Cheaper labor. It is what it is. Anywho, we've kept y'all long enough. I don't know if this is longer than any time we normally do.
It's the longest we've done. We almost did 3 hours.
Almost
did 3 hours.
Hold on, let me check. 3:34.
Oh, we passed it. 3 hours and 34 minutes.
All right, we did.
And y'all stayed. Some of you.
Some of
y'all had to go.
All right, what's the last things you want to say to the people, man?
Thanks for viewing the channel, for being here on this Saturday with us. Anybody that's watching the replay, come and join us on Saturday. We need about 20 more Negroes in here. I'm having to deal with these biased Negroes in the chat. The only one that ain't biased is the Honorable Sienna.
Oh, here you go, giving her. Here you go with the ass kissing.
We need about 20 more Negroes in here.
All right.
To balance the books.
Poop.
It's sticking my head. Yeah, people like Shantae Shay, who has so much to say but giving me grace.
She says
solidarity.
Anyway, man, really appreciate y'all being here. Really appreciate the support. Thank y'all for spending time with us.
LOL, suck it up. LOL, wow.
You're a sucker. Exactly. He's a sucker. Anyway,
okay,
man.
This is your clan. I could say, you could say my name right now. Shantae Shay. I said your name. I said the damn name.
Say the name. All right, peace and love to you too, Uncle.
Shout out to Uncle. Go watch his channel. A lot of great content.
Another episode gone. Thank you all for coming through.
He'll take a chunk out of anybody's ass.
Be sure. You're going to get us at some point. Be sure to like it on the way out if you can, please, and thank you. Be sure to share it if you can. As always, really appreciate the support. And as always, y'all be safe. All praise to the Most High. And peace, man.
Big Mama, your arm.
Give him some butter, baby. You don't need butter, you need ice.